Hello. Am I seeing this right? A morning stream? This is the first time I've ever done a morning stream, by the way. Very first time ever. Yes, you are seeing this right. Early stream today. Very early. Finally, a time where it's reasonable for me. I hope you get to enjoy it, NCF. I hope you get to enjoy it. What is a 60% premium that you would recommend? I don't know what's really available right now for 60% premiums. I mean, I feel like there's some available on KBD fans, but like what's active right now and what's available, I always kind of struggle with that because everything seems to kind of sell out. Or I mean, I really do think you can get a premium keyboard for under $200. Next, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Thank you. Just building my Alexotos Sonnet? Hell yeah, dude. What are you building it with? Are you building with Obscurus? We have a butt ton of stuff to cover today, and I am not fully prepared, but I hope you guys can bear with me as I search through things and grab things. I just kind of wanted to go start stream early because I figured it's almost 11 a.m. right now, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, I think there's gonna be 3 keyboards we're building, and I have no idea how long this is gonna take us, so I'd rather just start now. And if it takes us till 7, whatever, then we'll just do that. But yeah, the first thing I do want to take care of is looking at the classic TKL with the aluminum plate. I'm genuinely curious how that keyboard sounds with the aluminum plate. Is it Christmas already? Thermal very good. This is thermal with PE foam. It's my only foamy sounding keyboard, as you guys can probably hear. It's my only one. I really wanted this to be like my foamy board. You know what? I'm not going to sleep today. I'm going to watch this till this exam is in the morning. Sure, you should probably sleep. Yeah, we're doing like 3. How do you have 3 keyboards converging on today? I wasn't supposed to. It's just I have a bunch of stuff I wanted to take a look at. I mean, here's the thing, right? It was either I take a look at this all separately, or I just kind of do it privately, but I'd rather just look at it on stream with everyone. Also, I feel like I'm getting a little bit sick, just so everyone knows.
Nice early stream to watch while I work. Hope you have an amazing day, Alex.
Coaster Builds, thank you so much for 10 months, dude. I hope you have a better day. I think I'm getting sick, and I'm also breaking out in pimples. I don't know why. I took a shower this morning too, I feel like I just needed to refresh myself. But you can see my whole nose is kind of rosy, and I feel yesterday, you know when you get the body sores? For some reason yesterday night, I haven't really been eating junk food at all, but I was feeling like body sores, and then I sweat like crazy last night. So
wow,
wow. Normally happens,
wow,
right
thanks
there,
for
but
good and regular content, Alex. You're
thank
awesome.
you, Rubik's. Thank you, Rubik's and kids. Thank you, dude. Tier 1 for 8 months. That's crazy. I hope you enjoy the content today. Let me clean off my desk a little bit. Just a schmidge. So nice. Just a little schmidge. Good morning, Rubik's. Hope you don't get sick, dude. Me too. I hope I don't feel sick. Again, you know when you can kind of feel like it's coming on a little bit? That's kind of how I feel right now. I feel like I can sort of feel it creeping up in the background. I break out like crazy. I mean, we just changed it. I think it's just because I sweat like crazy last night, Wiggy, which means we're probably gonna have to change it again. So, loving the encore. Thanks again for desoldering the standoffs. Anytime, Mandy. I hope It arrived in one piece, right? I didn't even follow up with you about that. It did arrive in one piece, I hope. Whew. Same for me today, dude. Terrible night. Hope you feel better. Did you not sleep either? I'm gonna get my hair cut for Keeb Life right now. Bye, Alex. I love you, Alex. Bye, Avo. Have a good one. Captain Mal, thank you so much for the Prime. One Piece, the anime? I heard there's gonna be like a new anime called The One Piece, which is supposed to be like all the animes rolled into one for One Piece, just easier to digest and new animation. Extra, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 21 months, dude. Oh, I can feel it in my throat too. Hey, I do feel like I'm getting a little sick. It's okay though. Lazy, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s. I appreciate that, dude. Slurpless, Slurpless, I hope you've been doing well, my friend. Lazy, thank you so much, man. Holy shit, thanks, guys. Been a fat minute. You look good. Did you lose 20 pounds? Dude, Slurpless, that is scary accurate because I remember. If you guys didn't know this,
it's been a fat minute, haha. You look good. Did you lose like 20 pounds the past 6 months since I was last here? The room's different. It's really nice to see the journey and change.
Thank you, Slurpless. Slurpless. If you guys don't know, Slurpless, when I realized that I was like, damn, I am like not healthy right now. Slurpless and I think we were chatting about other stuff, and then he just happened to be like, hey, I also did this like weight loss / eating plan / exercise thing. And I was like, can you give me some pointers? Slurpless is actually the person who kind of kicked it all off for me, of like just getting, not motivated per se, also sort of motivated, but like he kind of gave me like he's like, here's what I'm doing for my routine. And then me, what I did was I'm like, okay, well, this is working for him. Let me try to implement some of these ideologies and like just, I don't know, practices into like my own diet and just exercise. So that's what I did. And I was 191 and now I'm 171. Well, maybe 172 right now. I feel like I retained a lot of water weight yesterday because I've been drinking water like crazy. But thank you, Slurpless. I'm new here, but I've been watching videos on YouTube. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Gio, what's up, dude? Having a hard time falling asleep last night? Had something to do with the energy drink before going to bed? Probably wasn't it. Nah, can't be it, dude. Energy drinks? Come on, they don't do that. Okay, let's start off with doing the classic TKL. I mean, I just kind of want to chat, to be honest. I don't know. I just feel like just chatting right now. But let's take a look at the classic TKL. So we already built it with the plastic plate. Now, here's my idea. I want your opinion on this too, guys. I was thinking to make this really easy on ourselves and to do a better comparison. Why not? Let me put this up here. Why don't we just disassemble this and move every piece to the new plate? And then we can go back and kind of watch everything and compare. So nice.
Good
that was
day,
my
sir.
ideology for
Loving
this.
Loving the early stream.
Thank you, Plips. Yeah, this is actually a really nice time to stream, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I feel super energetic. What do you guys think? Because I think we need Greg on the classic TKL. I mean, if you guys want, we could use Greg today or something for funsies. I was still thinking we take the exact switches that we used and then move them over. I just feel like that would be the most responsible thing because I don't think I have any more of these switches prepped, the Obscuras. So I was thinking we just move it over. How do you guys feel about that? Does that make sense? I would prefer if we just keep the same keycaps just because I have them out already. I'm okay with that. So right now, the overall sound signature of this board is a little lighter overall, but overall it's full. It has a nice sound signature. I don't know, I really like the sound signature of the classic TKL. I think it looks great. So let's take this all apart. Let's move it over to the new aluminum plate, which is in one of these guys. Oh, you know what? I didn't even realize. Jesus. I didn't realize they sent me over a copper plate too. I just thought this was one brass plate. Ooh, copper's interesting. I don't think I'm gonna try copper today. Nor am I gonna try brass. I feel like these are perfect for people who want to do some tactile builds or maybe a silent switch or maybe want something stiffer. But we're definitely gonna do aluminum. Yeah, I think we do an A/B sound test because nothing's changed of my setup. Morning stream is wild. And he's offering Greg, new me, dude. New me, don't mention the illegal material. Why? Is Simon dubbing copper illegal or something? Are we not allowed to use copper anymore? I'm gonna put my... Oops. I just dropped something. It's okay. I'm gonna put my keycaps in this bin over here. I know it has stuff in it already, but we're just gonna put it in here.
I think this is my first cheer ever. Good morning.
Thank you! I appreciate the bits, dude. Love the new desk. Does it have a finish to protect it from stains? It is finished. Okay, my 1 week review of the Ergonoffice desk right now. It's finished. It looks great. I haven't done much to this desk. Like, I put on my Mac. I haven't drilled underneath it or anything. I have felt pads underneath all my soldering stuff. And then I have my keyboard and a desk pad. That is literally everything and what? Just some light accessories that are made of plastic. I thought I thoroughly inspected, and I did see some scratches when I got the thing, which is to be expected apparently. But I will admit, I'm starting to like really look into the desk now, and I'm seeing all these like very like hairline scratches everywhere, and I don't know if I'm causing them. And if I am, that's pretty crazy. Because I've had a wooden desk a long time ago, and I don't remember it getting this, like the finish is scratched, not the actual wood. But it's very sturdy. Really like the desk for that. In fact, I think I did take a look at some other desks in person for the standing ones, and they were not sturdy. This is probably one of the most sturdy ones I've tried. But yeah, I got to admit, not super happy with all the little hairline scratches everywhere. It's not going to bother me in the long run because I think you can just probably buff those out or whatever. But more importantly, shipping was quick. It was well coordinated. I don't know. I think the standing desk is great. You know, the only issue I'm having is something on my end with the power tripping every time I use it, which is not this because I tried it in a different plug and it works fine. But overall, very happy. The installation of this was a bit more involved, I'd say. I think people kind of downplay how not tough it is to install this, or to like put it all together. But I feel like it definitely requires a second hand. I use an unprotected butcher's block. It's great. At some point, I'll sand it down and give it a finish. I mean, that sounds really fun too. I got the Ergonoffice one. There's like 3 different naming schemes, but it's the only one that has it's like the second level one. It's not like the highest end one, nor is it the lowest end, or the lowest end in terms of what top you get. I think they're all the same legs. But I learned in my process of looking for a standing desk, I learned there's a lot of different OEMs for the legs themselves. And there's like dual motors and all this other stuff you have to look into. And I landed on this one mainly because I was asking some friends, like, which ones do you guys use and how do you guys like it, and give me your honest, like, you know, feedback. And then I also learned that this particular OEM that they use for this is a good one. I also like the way they implemented the control being like a little touchscreen type slider thing. I kind of like it better than having something dangling off the bottom of the desk. How'd you end up streaming for keyboards? I want to start streaming keyboards, esports content. Any tips? We kind of actually talked about this yesterday. My only, if I can give you a quick rundown on how to like get involved with anything content creation wise. Number 1, most important thing is be involved in the community you want to be in. All right. You know what I see a lot of when streamers start to do their thing, including people who play video games. They start up all this stuff. They have a Discord. They have this. They have that. They have that. They sort of focus on their own community, not really. And then they sort of focus on all these things. But all they're really caring about is like upgrading their setup. All they're doing is like, you know, what games are hype right now. And they're kind of lose focus of like the reason a lot of people start communities and like streaming is a lot of the times to have a community. So be involved in the place that you want to start in. Second thing I can tell you is, if you want to start doing keyboards, don't be like everyone else. Like I hate to be that guy, but I think there's a lot of content that is just very similar right now. And you have to figure out a way to kind of put yourself aside from everyone, or stand out rather, or else you're just gonna, like, I hate to say it again, you're gonna kind of blend in, you're gonna kind of fit, you know, you're gonna be another brick on the wall type thing, and you know, I think it'll work in keyboards to a certain extent, but not in the long run. Like, you have to be something memorable on your own accord, you know? But I started doing it by accident. It wasn't like I planned to do this stuff. It was just something that started, and I was like, all right, let's keep going. Actually, let's disassemble the board before I take out the switches. I would sand and reseal my desk, but I don't want to take apart everything. At this point, I'm just waiting until I move. How difficult is it resealing a desk? Who subbed? Micah, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 32 months. That's what, 2.5 years, almost. Is it? Yeah, a little over 2.5 years. God damn, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're also going to be doing the Dune65 today. Honestly, it's probably better that I'm streaming now, because I feel like by the time the afternoon rolls around, I'm going to be coughing and not feeling well. I'm starting my senior year of high school next week. Are you excited? I feel like the senior year, for a lot of people, ends up being the most memorable. So I would say just have the most fun you can, study, you know, do your thing. But just try to enjoy it while it's happening, dude. Thank you so much, man. I will definitely try that and take that to heart. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to scare you off from doing anything. I think it's really fun to start streaming and, you know, building communities. I don't know. I see a lot of people start and then they stop and then it's like the same complaints. Oh, another tip I can give you too. This is another really big one. If you want to start doing streaming, can I offer one thing? Your stream doesn't have to look the best. You don't need to go invest in $20,000 worth of equipment. You can just use a webcam for now. See if you like it. See if you like the energy of streaming. Do it for like 2 or 3 months, and if you like it, then spend $1,000 on a camera. What I would not do is go spend $1,000 right now just to have the pretty camera, and then you're like, fuck, this sucks, I hate doing this. It's not worth it because the cameras don't resell for a lot, and you're just going to be investing in gear that you'll never use. Yeah, you can even just use your phone. The Putty camera? No, don't listen to Alex. Never listen. Alright, let's take this apart here. Let's take this out. Let's add a daughter board. I love how long the cable is here. No chance of yoinking this. Alrighty. Let's take these guys off. Put these to the side. Steal one of Alex's, huh? That sounds like something Adam would say. What mic would you recommend using? Oh man. Yo, I am the most... I think I'm the worst with this because I am very particular. I've used so many different microphones. If it was up to me, the microphone I would still be using is the Lewitt microphone. That had to be the cleanest sounding mic I have ever heard in my entire life. This is a close second, and I used the Lewitt 540S. The Lewitt was amazing. In my opinion, the best microphone. It was also like middle ground pricing wise. I just hated having, you know, a microphone that had to swing into frame and then I had to, you know, put it down to the desk to type things. I ended up with a shotgun mic. I'm using kind of what is considered like a standard in shotgun mics, which is the 416 MKH from Sennheiser. But dude, again, if I had it up to me and I didn't need to constantly, like, you know, swing the microphone everywhere for it to work, I would be using Lewitt. If Lewitt ever made a shotgun mic, 100% you bet I would be on the Lewitt train. Re-anodizing keyboards. That I'm not too familiar with. I only know Cerakoting services. And quite frankly, I know they're a bit of a different look, but you can get Cerakote to look sort of like Ano. I also just prefer Cerakote in the long run. Lewitt makes some really interesting audio stuff. Their interfaces are wild looking. Yeah, they also have beautiful branding, which I really appreciate as well. But it's not just beautiful branding. It's like good microphones, dude. Absolutely wild good mics. Hi, Alex. Early stream today. How's your day going? I woke up at 8:30. I woke up feeling like I woke up, dude. maybe let me just like run you through my thoughts and feelings of the day. I woke up feeling fucking greasy, bro, because I was sweating like crazy last night. Woke up, just quickly made coffee, went to go shower, dried my hair off. I was like, damn, I'm breaking out today. Like, I don't know what's going on. Felt a little sicky, you know? And then I decided, all right, let me figure out what I have to do for my day. Then I figured, I'm like, I have a lot to do today in terms of streaming wise. I'm like, let's just stream. Like, let's just do that. And now we're here. Do you have a P.O. box for people to gift you custom stuff? I have a P.O. box. I've never really, like, it's public information. Like, you can technically find my P.O. box. I don't really advertise it. It's not that I don't want stuff from people. Like, it's cool to get stuff, don't get me wrong. But I also just don't want you guys to buy me things or, like, get me things. Like, I don't know. It feels rude no matter which way I spin this. Like, whether I say, yeah, you can send stuff here. I feel like that sounds rude. I feel like saying, no, please don't send me stuff sounds rude.
Hey, Alex. Thanks
Cass.
for always being you. It's a pleasure being part of your community. And
Thank you. I appreciate that, Cass. Thank you for 16 months. Thank you for always doing so awesome stuff like stickers and stuff, bro. The reason why I don't publicly share the P.O. box as well, it's just like shipping costs a shit ton, dude. Yeah, literally what Way Too Lucky just wrote in chat. I also don't want you guys spending money on that stuff. Like, I would rather you guys spend 20 or 30 bucks, whatever it is you guys spend on yourselves, because you guys are worth it. I try to live with what I have. I don't really buy a whole lot of things other than like the few cool pieces of camera gear. I don't buy clothes. I don't really buy like, even furniture I have, it's just IKEA stuff I've had since I moved out. Maybe the desk is the newest thing I purchased, but I would rather you guys spend money on yourselves. You don't have to gift me things. Sure, it could make for cool content, whatever. But listen, I'd rather you guys spend money on yourselves. Alex, you are so worth it. I was just mad to pay 80 bucks to send one shirt. Shipping clothing to Canada is the most cringe thing ever, by the way. Way Too Lucky, because one time my girlfriend ordered $100 worth of clothes from somewhere, and we got hit with like $110 worth of DHL fees. Or was it DHL? Yeah, actually it was. There's just so many different tariffs and fees and all these like import things. It's just not worth it, dude. Raise Matthew, thank you so much for 3 months. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. I hope you're having a lovely day today. Oh no, the Lambo I sent. Huh? My favorite keyboard? Oof. Here's a question for you guys. How many of you guys have brothers and sisters? Guitarist, thank you so much for tier 1.
Love yourself by buying clothes is also an option. People happy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I still buy like 1 or 2 pieces of clothing here and there, but I don't buy a crap ton. 5 of them? Okay. Have you guys who have ever had siblings gone to your parents and be like, hey, which sibling you like the most? That's kind of what I feel like, because my mom and dad always been like, I like you guys all equally. I'm not picking a favorite. Fuck you. Basically, that's what they said. I feel like you can tell already. I mean, listen. We're not gonna. That's not the answer we want here, though. I know my sister is the favorite. They assume they are the fave. They said equally. Yeah, that's the answer I always got growing up. Even to this day, if I'd be like, come on, Mom, I know I'm your favorite. She'll look at me and goes, you guys are all my favorites. Stop. That's literally what happens every single goddamn time, dude. My parents are Latinos, and they're honest who is the fave. I appreciate that, though, Wingy. That is legitimate. I appreciate that. That's like harsh, but I love that. Who's your favorite? The dog? That's chill. Dad here, parents definitely have favorites, but they will deny it until they die. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to Extra on this. Every order from Mode, expect that 25% import fees charged to Burlington. Well, not defending Mode, but let me tell you guys this. Mode and a few other brands, like Novel Keys and some other, they legitimately put the prices of what you buy things on. You know, they do it by the book. When I get stuff from like other brands and it's like $400 worth of stuff and I get a $20 import fee, you look at the invoice thing, and it's kind of done in a way where it's like they only label everything as $30. You know what I mean? That is not the way you're supposed to do it. I'm not condoning or saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying that I can understand why some companies follow it by the book. It's better for you in the long run. I understand it costs you more, but it's better for you in the long run. Trust me. If something goes awry with that package, you know, it's... Yeah, exactly. It's an insurance thing. You gotta do that. Did you hear about Rama dissolving because of not paying its employees in the past 4 months? I didn't know they weren't paying employees. I don't know, man. That guy... I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that guy. Guy's on something for sure. I am just glad that his company is dissolving at this point here. I hope everyone gets paid, but Jesus, dude. Do you think Mode will ever make an Alice keyboard? I don't know. I really don't know. That's something that I'm not like too... Like, I'd be keen on trying something from them for an Alice board, but I also just don't know. Who is working for someone without getting paid? Alex pays me to attend every stream. Hey, way too lucky. That was supposed to be between you and Adam. Alex, you should convince Mode to make an 1800. You don't think I've tried that, dude. I've said, hey, you know what'd be cool? A full-size keyboard. A full-size board would be pretty sick right now, dude. I would like for them, I would like for Mode to experiment with some more 60s. I know it's not the most popular layout in the world. I still think 60s are super, super fucking sick. And I'm not saying the Tempo wasn't a good keyboard, but the Tempo was very specific in who it meant to please. I think a new 60 from Mode would be fucking sick. Like, maybe even if they decided to do something a little different with their design, I think that could be really cool. But I just, it's not that I don't expect them to do anything about that. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna not do that anytime soon. I have no idea. They actually, I haven't really followed up with them with what's gonna be next or anything, but I'm currently typing on my Envoy. I like my Mode keyboards. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion. All right, polycarb plate, or I guess this is a polycarb. It's ABS plate. Sorry, ABS plate is out. I still like this plate a lot, but if I'm being truthful, I'm more excited to use aluminum. More excited for this aluminum. This is gonna be a fun release. I think Mr. Neflock. The plastic plate is actually PC. Oh. I didn't know that. Thank you, Riley. I am really excited for this project. Listen, I know I work for Novel Keys. You can consider my opinion biased, whatever. This is my warning to you now that we're assembling the board. But genuinely, like I told Riley right from the get-go, if there are things I don't like, I will point it out immediately to him. I think the one thing, and this is what I was concerned about, and we actually talked a little bit about this, the plastic is fine because the plastic is a bit more malleable. But see this? And this is kind of where we talked a little bit about, because this might be an easier fix. This is really not sliding onto these stabilizers. And these are the Type Plus stabs. So this is the one thing I was a little concerned. We can probably force it on here. For other stabs, it probably will bind. So you're going to have to be super careful pushing on these. I would just widen these by like a millimeter or so, Riley. But yeah, it's pretty tight going on these stabilizer housings. Check one of the other metal plates really quickly as well. That's a really good point too. We could try one of the other metal plates too. Because these are machined. The other ones are not machined. And you can just adjust the machining for these. We'll check the copper one too. But I did tell Riley, I told him, hey, I was going to be as critical as I can. Everyone said, do your thing. Because we want the... Oh, he had this... Okay, I don't even need to check it then. If Diego had the same problem, then yeah, we don't even need to check copper. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I told Riley, I told Mike, no holds backs. Luckily, the Type Plus stabs don't suffer from binding as far as I remember. But if you guys are using things like TX stabs, especially stabies, you're probably going to have maybe an odd instance of it binding. Just need some elbow love. Yeah, it definitely slides on, but you definitely gotta put some pressure. Not ideal in the long run, but an easy fix nonetheless. The plastic plate seemed fine. It was a little tighter, but the plastic should have no issues in the long run. Are there any top mount 60s? Yeah, there's been top mount 60s. TX AP would be awful for this. Yeah, if the TX AP sits in a funny way, then yeah, you're binding them 110%. What are your go-to stabs? Okay, so interestingly enough, it's still going to be cherry clip-ins. Sorry, not sorry. Cherry clip-ins are still on top. They're the best value. That's it. Like no other stab competes in terms of value. And I am a firm believer that cherry clip-ins, you know, I understand like the idea of buying an expensive keyboard and wanting the best stabs for it. But I have used every stab multiple times. And I will tell you, the most reliable stab that I can get you guys is the cherry clip-ins. Stabies have issues. TX stabs have issues. The Duroc ones are good, but they're really expensive. Some people don't even like the Duroc ones. The Night stabs are good too, but they're hard to find. And I don't know, like they didn't, like nothing rang like, oh yeah, these are the stabs I need to use. The Type Plus ones are great, but some people were complaining the wires are not the best in the world. They're actually addressing that in a new iteration of the Type Plus stabilizers. They're a little difficult to assemble. The Mode stabs, they're $12 a pack. They're not bad in terms of value, but again, it's just they're screw-ins. They don't work for everything. The cherry clip-ins are still the best value. I can buy those things, and not saying you guys have to buy them in bulk, but if you guys have multiple projects, you can buy them for very, very little. They're awesome for that. The stupid stabs are great. I haven't used enough of them though, so I can't give you guys like a long-term review. I've used them, 3 or 4 times at this point. They're good. I have no quarrels with them. They sound fantastic, but if you're looking at like the value proposition of it, it still doesn't make any sense compared to cherry clip-ins. They might be a smidge easier to lube in mod, but I personally think cherry clip-ins are super easy too. Like once you get the hang of any stab. What I'm going to be doing, and this is a September project, if you guys are interested, I will be adding a section in the stabilizer ranking guide that I have on the way I would lube each entire stabilizer. So it's going to be a little expandable thing. I already have it mocked up. Basically, it's like, here's the stabilizer ranking blurb and the numbers, and then I'll have like how to lube or how I would mod them. You hit the plus sign, it opens up and it shows you how to mod them. There won't be photos or anything, but it's just going to be kind of like a written guide on how I would mod them with links to the material. And then just, if I need to, I'll take some photos of like maybe some difficult areas or anything like that. But that's basically what I was thinking about doing. I hope it's helpful in the long run. Is your setup on Is your setup on setup photos on Discord? I haven't finished my setup yet. We hit a snag. Long story short, I know I've already told this story, so I'm sorry if it bores you. We have something called an arc fault breaker in our panel box thing. And apparently this is new. And we're trying to figure out if we're allowed to switch it out. Which we might not be. Because the most important thing here that you need to know is it's probably due to code reasons. It's not due to anything else. Like, it's not like we're not allowed to, but like, it's due to code reasons. And right now we're trying to solve this issue of, is it the breaker that's causing issues? Is it one of my pieces of equipment? Is it the walls? Which we can't do anything about the walls at this point. There's no way like that's gonna happen anytime soon. So we're kind of going through that, and as of right now, I have not the best cable management because we're still waiting on some answers. Once I get answers and once I get a few other pieces of things in, which should be coming in next week should be roughly the time that this setup sort of gets finalized. It's still very early because if you guys notice, this is unpainted. We can do whatever we want to this. We're probably gonna do just shelving across of it and just install some like light shelving or something. Or I might even just buy like an IKEA dresser and stick it in the back or something just so we don't actually have to drill into the wall. But we'll see. We haven't had definitive answers as of yet. Will I be posting my setup to battle stations or too soon? No, I'm permanently banned there. I might have lifted the ban. I've heard mumblings from a friend of mine that he knew someone who worked as a mod there or whatever, and they unbanned me recently. But I used to use a UPS for all my gear, but it was the one I had was kind of noisy. It had like a whine to it. I need to know the lore. Do you guys want to hear the story again? I don't know. I think everyone might have already heard it, and if a few people say yes, I'll tell the story. You see Tim's new motif keycap render? It looks super cool. I don't think I have seen it. You guys want to know the lore of how I got banned? Okay. So basically, I had a setup made at my parents' house, and I was really proud of it because I was going through some stuff in my life, and the one thing I was like focused was like I want to get a cool room. So I made this cool room. I had a small computer at the time. I had like 2 crappy monitors, and I'm like, bunch of LEDs, posted a setup video, or photo rather. People seemed to really like it, and it was motivating to me. So I was like, let's work on making the setup the coolest possible. A few months down the road, I bought a Mac. Had the Mac next to my PC, which I thought looked cool. In hindsight, it looked ugly, but I put more RGB. I did some small changes to the desk, posted that. People seemed to like it. I then got banned for 3 months. And I was like, why did I get banned? So I reached out to the mod, and they're just like, it's too similar to the last setup you just did. And I'm just like, but it's new computer, new desk stuff. Like, they're like, yeah, but it's like the same picture. I rolled my eyes, took the 3-month ban, waited 4 or 5 months, did more I read the rules. It said only major changes allowed. I said, that's stupid. Did what I thought what I would consider major changes. Spending $1,000 for me is major. Did the changes, posted after I got banned, fucking permaban, dude. They said, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I reached out again, and they're just like, yeah, you're just posting for karma. And I'm like, that's crazy, dude, because this makes me feel shitty because I don't know what is considered a major change at this point. And I told them that. And they're just like, new room. Only 1 post per room ever. It's because I took it from the same angle because I was in a bedroom and I only had 1 spot to put my camera. Hearing this is the 4th time, it never gets old. You're better off. I know, dude. Okay, cats, I'm gonna be honest, dude. If I post now, it's gonna be something so fucking passive aggressive. Like, I am probably gonna post something and being like, hey guys, does this qualify as a major change after spending X amount of dollars on buying new equipment? And like, I'm just gonna be fucking petty. Like, I know my ass. I get petty when I'm upset. So that's probably something I'm gonna do it. New mission install you as a mod. Oh, please, dude. The yellow on the keyboard is sick. It is a beautiful keyboard. Riley and the team did an outstanding job at all the elements of this board. We should all post the same pictures. It's just like cringe, dude. It like, even the power trip that mod took of being like, you're karma farming. I'm like, I don't even care about internet points, dude. I just It was motivating to me for people saying, hey, this is really cool. Where'd you get this? Like, you should do this for your next setup. Like, here's a small little pointer. It was like sharing ideas, like being a community. And that was like motivating to me. It made me feel happy. But then they said, no, dude, only one post per lifetime, basically. Alex just likes talking to people. Kind of weird, honestly. Yeah, that's truly what I like doing. I like talking. I like talking to people. I like conversing with others. Who the fuck cares about Reddit karma? I know. Like, what do you do with that at the end of the day? It's like, it's such a weird flex. Same person can't post pictures twice. You need to post a different, different body, dude. This is the thermal up there, yeah. For real, different body entirely. Dane. So nice.
Love you, BBG. Have a great day.
How you doing, man? How are you doing, Dane? I hope you're having actually an amazing day. By the way, I want to address something now that Dane's here. Recently we had someone, harass someone in our community, private messages. I just want to say this. I don't care that you're not doing publicly harassing someone or bothering someone, but if I find out you're harassing someone, I will just ban you from everything. Like, just get a grip. If you guys have a problem with someone, just block and ban them and do your best to avoid dealing with that said person. Just like, get a grip. I was looking for a guy talking random stuff and building keyboards. Finding you is just perfect. I hope you enjoy random chit chat. That's all we really do here. A lot of the times, even during prototype stuff, unless it's really serious, we talk about random stuff. There's a lot of downtime in between keyboards. Also, it's getting better, by the way, guys. Random thing here. My dry skin, I've just been trying to, I think the biggest thing is really, oh, the trackpad's right here. I found where I put it last night. I just haven't connected everything again. The biggest culprit for me right now, a little bit of moisturizing. Dude, I like hot showers. I just stopped taking hot showers. I'm taking like lukewarm to cold showers now, and I'm noticing my skin's feeling a lot better. I think I was just taking too hot of a shower, not moisturizing enough after the hot shower, and my skin was just drying out, dude. Doing that thing with my desk yesterday, such a mistake, dude. My shoulder is shot. Is it like bad pain right now? You probably have sensitive skin. I already know I have sensitive skin. So I think I've just been like fighting the fact that it could be these hot showers. I don't take long showers. I just take very hot showers. Oh, I forgot to put on the gaskets. Have you thought of making a GMK set? I'll only make a GMK set if me
Sensitive
and Mr.
Skin
collab.
Gang.
That's it. Who did that? Keepscape? Thank you so much for the tier 2. God damn, bro. Thank you. Because Neflock is too talented. People really liked that post I did on Twitter of the rewind set. Do you like burning? Like in the shower? Honestly, I love warm showers, dude. I love like piping hot showers. I don't know why. They make me feel calm. I'm not going to do it anymore though, because it's pretty bad. Can you call yourself clean if you aren't bathing in boiling hot water? Gotta sterilize yourself? Bro, that's literally how I feel, dude. I'm just like, yo, you get cleaner when you burn off all the dirt. No, it's actually maple. Maple was my one and only choice if I had to go with a wooden desk, because my choice, I really wanted a concrete desk. But finding a real concrete desk is just expensive and impossible. So I wanted to go with a maple desk, and finding a maple desk that I didn't hate, because some people stain maple desks in ways that kind of make it look like oak or pine. It's a little bit warmer. This was like one of the only brands that came, obviously you can do it yourself, but I wanted something close to that. My other idea was, this is a spalted maple bowl, and I love spalted maple. I was just worried that spalted maple was a little bit too busy for the desk, but I think spalted maple is probably my favorite style of wood, if you want to call it that. It's beautiful. Spalted is just gorgeous. So, making a face care routine and sticking to it has been one of the best self-care things I've done for myself, especially as I'm near my 40s. That is another thing I struggle with, is skincare stuff. I don't know. I need to learn it. Honestly, I kind of joke around about it and I kind of make like self-deprecating jokes about it, but like, yeah, I probably should learn a bit about skincare and how to better take care of myself in that aspect. I already know. Yeah, what does your face care routine look like, Grid? I'm actually very curious. I love Red Heart and Blackwood. What is Blackwood? Easiest thing to do is wear sunscreen. Even that I struggle with, if I'm being honest. I very much struggle with wearing sunscreen. African Blackwood. Let's see what this looks like. African Blackwood. Oh, I've seen this. Isn't this really expensive? Isn't this like very, very expensive? Because I've seen this at some furniture stores, and when they do it out of this, like, I don't know if they're all African Blackwood, but like, I have seen this get really pricey. Yeah, it's considered an exotic wood. Prove to us your desk is straight now. You know what? I already did. And I'm not gonna do it again. Oh man. I love the subtle texture of the back of the board. Oh, it's gorgeous. Here, let me kind of show you from this angle too. I don't know if you guys can see it better from here, but you can see that very subtle, you know, arcing. The arches, so to speak. Here's a great angle. The light's hitting it good here. Casually flexing the Leica. Actually, that's not the Leica. Golden arches, McDonald's confirmed. You know what's crazy to me? Everyone's going crazy over that new sandwich they have, the big arch sandwich or whatever it is. But isn't it just like a Big Mac with different burgers or whatever? Is your lighting natural? Do you have some killer lights? Let me tell you, they're not killer lights. These are, it's one light I'm using. It's a Nanlite 200C. So it's a compact light. It's an LED panel. It's about yay thick. And it's not that. It's the biggest model they have, but like ultimately you can probably get soft boxes bigger. I love this light. I will admit it does have a small amount of fan noise.
Oh yeah, nobody is in the office today. Got one
Hey,
monitor
cool
on Twitch, the other on work stuff.
I hope work's going well, man. But yeah, it's just this one light. I think what really helps it is it's kind of also bouncing off the white wall. But yeah, it's just one light. That's it. One single white light. That's it. And then we have one background light. You can kind of, I don't know if you guys can see me waving the pen in the back there. But that's just to kind of illuminate the background to give it that, like, you know, stripe or whatever. This way here. Oh, we still can't do it. This way. What the fuck? I'm just incapable of doing it like that. But yeah, it's this way. Yeah, this way. This light over here. So that's all I have for lighting. There's nothing else. Finding face washes I like, such as the ones from Blind Barber. I use a normal face wash in the shower and follow up with a moisturizer for my face. One with SPF. Is that the stuff for sunlight? Night before bed I use and a moisturizer styling cream for my beard. Do you have a big beard, Grid? I used to do the whole beard care routine and then I hated it, and that's one of the reasons also I wanted to just completely shave it off. A facial scrub followed by the same night routine. Fuck, I should really get in on that. Hi Diz, how you doing? Do you have a pen pop? I do have a pen pop. Wait, did someone redeem pen pop? I don't think I saw a redeem. I can do pen pops, yes. The stubble looks nice. I kind of prefer it like this. I think all the comments on YouTube should just be hot shower jokes. Oh my gosh. Pen pop? Alright, we'll do a pen pop real quick. We'll always take a pen pop. I think the subbing sound is a pen pop. And then it has this like Ivan, I don't even know what that is, dude. I don't know what that is, dude. I want it, not gonna lie, that's so satisfying. It is such a satisfying pen. So satisfying. How would you write the automatopoeia for that sound? It's just literally, that's literally it. It's just that. Short Sneak, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it. Thank you for 41 freaking months, dude. Well, someone just did. Oh, for the pen pop. Ploop. Yeah, it says ploop. I have a fairly short beard, maybe an inch long. To me, that's still a long beard. Derek, thank you so much for a tier 1 as well. Thank you. For 10 months. Thank you, man. Oh, one more screw. Today we're using it's the same configuration. Basically, the idea right now is we're going to be doing the classic TKL with the aluminum plate, mainly to compare to the polycarbonate plate, so the plastic plate that we just had. It's not like this is a new build. We actually built this. When was it? Was it last week? We can try some different space bars and some different switches. Maybe the long pull switches won't sound as good in the aluminum plate. But this will come stock with the plastic plate. I do have a feeling the plastic plate is still probably, because I've done metal plates in the, these kind of plastic builds before. And it really depends on the switch you use. I do still have a feeling the plastic plate is going to be the one that comes out on top, but I am very curious to see how this is going to sound, so we shall see. But we left everything the same because we really want to just give this its best, not shot per se, but we want to just really see and compare apples for apples here, you know? I just don't have a jawline, so I need to cover the longer beard to cover it up. I have a double chin, which is nothing to be ashamed of, but that's actually why I keep stubble. I just don't think it suits my face. It suits some people's faces that have more of like a squared off face, but I don't think it suits mine. Who is live? What's up, Childish? How you doing? Does this work with beard dandruff? Oh, that was something I got a lot of when I had my beard. I tried so many different products. Dude, the beard, like, just the dead skin and beard and stuff like that was something that did not feel good. The clear is injection molded PC, right? It's actually ABS for the case, and as I just got corrected by Mr. Neflock, it is actually a polycarbonate plate. I thought it was ABS for the plate as well. That's my mistake. Oop, page down goes on this side. Is this video gonna go up before 2025? I'm really confused by this. Yeah, I hope so. Technically, it's already up. Wait, Scar, I don't mean to like put you on the spot, but I'm confused by what you mean by this. I'm a little confusion. It's already up technically as we record here on Twitch. It's already some major shade. I don't even know what I did wrong, dude. I post like a week after every video. I don't know if that's supposed to be shade or a legitimate question. It's actually going to be live in 2026. Joke's on you guys. Did I post a video too long one time or something? Or way after the keyword came out? Beard oil has been the only thing that's helped with dandruff. Fuck, it did not work for me. Only second stream? Oh, okay, Scar. I was so confused. Like I said, I'm not trying to throw shade at you or anything, but I was just like trying to understand. Yeah, what I usually do, Scar, depending on the project, unless it's a client builds don't usually become YouTube videos. But what I'll go do is make this a hyperlapse. That will usually take me about a week. In this case, I actually might combine a few different videos to make one hyperlapse. So it'll probably be up next week, if anything. But there will also be a written review, a more detailed review for this too. So there'll be a few things that come out for this, but the board's not out yet anyways. Nah, bro, you're good? Nah, appreciate you, man. Your green logo shirt looks so good, Alex. You like it? Oh, this side. You like it? It's one of my favorite shirts. I have the other design ready to go. I'm just gonna order samples probably next week. Ivan, there's nothing to vlog right now. I'm gonna start doing the photos of before and after when I get the final pieces in. Technically, I have the exact same furniture as before, and I don't even know if it's 100% what I want to keep in the future. So we'll see. I haven't made that decision yet. Take off your childish. Just chat want a tip on how to get someone's number if you're afraid of rejection? I'm curious to see what you say. Any word on if gaming streams is something that will be considered? So I struggled to figure out if I want to give up just a smidge of storage for the gaming setup. And I'm still struggling with that notion. I really want to put the gaming computer here. I just don't know how I'd do it without giving up too much storage. So the answer is maybe not. But we're going to see, like, if when the new stuff comes in, because I just ordered some, like, you know, like the, what's it called? Like the industrial shelving. It wasn't that expensive. A few $100 for all the shelving I needed. If I can move a lot of stuff onto this shelving, how big's the computer? I mean, it's just a little height case. I'm probably going to set up a little area in which maybe I'll throw in another camera and have its, you know, having a dedicated gaming streaming rig. We're going to see, though. That is something that I need to figure out if I can put into the room afterwards. Rear end them. They legally have to give you for insurance purposes. It's such a dad joke, dude. KVM. It's not as easy as that, unfortunately, Moldy. I actually already thought of that. I have a Mac with a, what's it called? Fuck, what is it called? The studio monitor. It doesn't really work too well for switching back and forth. So trust me, that would be the ultimate, is just keep everything on a KVM. But why don't you just build a mini ATX and throw in a 4090? You know, that is something I genuinely considered. However, and I'm not trying to sound, you know, like poor Alex type thing, it's just a little out of my budget right now to build another computer. Even selling the other stuff will still be why did I put F12 here? Will still cost me way too much. So right now it's just a little out of my wheelhouse, budget-wise. Another room and then use a remote desktop for it. I don't know if that'll run very well. It could, but I don't know if it will. Rule of 3, baby. You guys already know. Sorry, was that out of the loop? Are you changing the PC? No. I literally, that's so out of my budget to redo a computer right now. If we donate $50, we can get this guy a crazy gaming setup. Oh my goodness. Giving you some love for Mac and Forth. Huh? Mac and Forth? Alex, can I sell you on Bell Fiber for your gaming stream up? You mean like a hardline connection? What do you mean by that? I can't, guys. The run to get to the modem for this is too long of a cable run, and I'm on Wi-Fi right now, and it's totally fine. For my gaming computer, I don't really game enough to give a shit about hardwiring it. Maybe in the future. It uses your gaming PC's specs to run the game and then images sent to your desktop. It's not terrible. I wonder, could you do that? Maybe someone with more knowledge in this can tell me. Is there a way to do that over a hardwired connection? Like not using the internet. Can I plug something in to kind of just send the picture to the Mac and then capture it like that? I wonder if I could do something, because then technically I could just game on this. That would be really interesting. It'd be like a capture card. Oh, I think I see what you mean. And then Yeah, but that's what I was about to say. Would there be crazy latency? If it's mild latency, I don't mind. Like if it's just like, you know, a few milliseconds, 100%, then never mind. If it'd be an annoying, absurd amount of latency, then yeah, maybe we don't do that. How much money would I have to donate to play a round of Call of Duty Warzone with you? Warzone? I don't even have Warzone installed right now. If I get a gaming setup, we'll figure out community stuff, but... Alright, so now this is with the aluminum plate, guys. Okay. I kind of already like the alphas more. They kind of have more character like this. So nice.
Love your streams.
Thank you for buying a shirt. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you. How come I didn't go with FTRO? I don't know. Riley's already kind of used FTRO on this, so... Alright, so let's see how this sounds with... Let's do an HJ test. I kind of want to use a non-long pull spacebar, but I already liked the alphas a bit more, actually. I was a little worried about the alphas sounding like too much. Bye, Toby. Actually, do I like this spacebar? No, I want to switch to something a little bit less thumpy for this spacebar. I think the long pull aluminum plate spacebar here isn't really vibing with me. Or maybe in this particular case, we remove the gasket. So I do think it actually sounds deeper though. Let's do a cherry switch that I need to fix because this is a bent pin. Where's my tweezers? It's too thumpy with the long pull, but we're gonna try one more thing before we... Yeah, see, that sounds a little bit more neutral to me. Oop, pause the music here. So with the aluminum plate, I'm definitely feeling the gasket under the spacebar though. Let's take that out. I want to see now what if we take out the gasket. We're going to lose some of the visual appeal of it, but genuinely curious to see if this is going to affect the sound when we remove it. What is the keyboard up top called? The keyboard up top is the thermal. It's designed by Wilba. It's going to be re-ran, not for Rama. Eventually, I think Salvin is going to be doing it. The elusive thermal. Is it truly that elusive? I thought the thermals were shipped at the very least. Okay, let's remove the one gasket. I just want to see if this helps kind of soften the sound signature a little bit of the spacebar and add in just a smidge of more airiness to it. Typically, to kind of explain what this is, on the PC plates and plastic stuff, it's usually not as bad. And depending on how you design the board, usually it's more for metal keyboards though, like metal frames. Sometimes when you do gaskets and they sit over mounting points, I do need to tune the spacebar just a smidge. I've been using this keyboard like crazy. Sometimes what happens is they sound a little bit more firm or have a thuddy sound signature, and it's typically why I recommend anyone who is building boards to design it or try to experiment with using and not using the what's it called? bottom gaskets under space bars. Yeah, I saw that stuff about Rama. Crazy though. Just poured my morning latte art. Got pics? Turns out they owed 6 months. I thought it was before or something. Yeah, I saw all that, guys. It's really sad. Because, like, that's people's livelihoods. That's potentially, like, people not being able to pay rent. Like, when you really dig deep into that whole conversation there, it is really sad. Dean Luna, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic this morning. Feeling a little under the weather, but I think we're going to feel better. Are they shutting down? They should have been shut down, like, 2 years ago at this point. But they've been selling people on what feels like fucking CG art. And AI stuff, I feel. On renders for so long. What did I do before streaming? I worked for a company doing what they considered was IT specialty stuff, which was just a fancy way of saying whatever they needed me to do IT-wise, I did. Or I learned. Oh, that really deepened up the spacebar. Although I don't want to use this switch right now. Let's go back to the other switch we had. Because I think this particular switch, I think I might have some problems with those cherry ones. That's why I kept them there. Ooh. Yeah, novelties is my job now, and streaming. But before I started doing all this, yeah, I worked as an IT specialist. Oh, that sounds really good now. So I think on the aluminum plate, we gotta get rid of this bottom gasket, unfortunately. Not a big deal. I don't think it ruins the aesthetic that much. It still keeps everything kind of even, which I think works for me. Yeah, I don't mind it. That sounds a lot better. A lot less thuddy. It actually has some characteristic of the Switch now. So it still sounds a little bit on the plastic side because of the plastic case, but I actually really enjoy this. I think I still do prefer the plastic plate, just a smidge though. Let's try, oh, that's the broken gate on Milky Yellow. Let's see if I can grab a different switch as well. Because I do want to try maybe a non-long pole switch. Oh, what else can we give a go here too? I got lots of different switches all kind of everywhere, so. Oh, I don't think I have a crap ton. I think I threw out a lot. Ooh, we can try a cap switch. Let's try this guy. A cap switch and then a properly lubed Nixie. I work for Novel Keys as well, and then I do a bunch of stuff. Like, I don't just do streaming. I think I've told you guys, and I'm very transparent with this. If I were to just stream, if streaming was my only job, I would be making... Ooh. Ooh! Wait, the Gateron cap switch? It kind of hits. Ooh. Wait, I kind of like this in this build. The aluminum plate is very loud on this, which I kind of enjoy. Ooh, that's kind of nice with the cap switch. Good night. Bye, Childish. Take care. Hold on. Let's try the Nixie now. That's way nicer IMO. Yeah, I really like this. Do you guys like this or the PC plate more? I still think I'm leaning towards the PC plate. I feel like the sound is very nice and like in the middle. This is a smidge sharper. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the PC plate. I think if you want something loud though, if that's the goal, if you want something like super, super, super clacky, I think then yeah, this is probably the plate you want to go with. What else do I have in here? Hold on one second. I have a KTT switch we can try. These aren't that loud in comparison. Yeah, let's try a KTT switch. Why are we saying huh? What happened? Someone's being weird. No, I think they all kind of share the same. It's roughly the same sound signature for a lot of these switches. Okay, so it looks like this is just going to be naturally louder. Okay, I still prefer the PC plate for this. Overall, exciting keyboard though. It looks great. I think I'm going to use it for the rest of the day. I was using my thermal today, but you know what? It does look real nice on the desk. What's up, Alex? What's up, chat? What's up, Rob? Super affordable? I mean, listen. Let's ignore the aluminum plate because I think that's going to be what, $20 extra they said. But for $89, $89.99, let's just call it $90 plus whatever shipping's going to be or taxes in your area. I really think this is still, like, again, you know, the one I would say objective flaw about the aluminum plates and the metal plates is they need to be widened just a smidge where the stabilizers are. Overall, though, it's very well done. The ABS, the plastic on this looks super good. The design of this is super nice. Even just like the way the RGB kind of works, the bottom over here looks great. The styling of the board, $90. Very, very nice. Great looking keyboard. Can't really go wrong with it. Have you heard of the Waycav? I haven't seen that one there, no. The classic, I think, is going to really be Novel Keys. Okay, here's my opinion with all these kind of like starter boards, or if you want to call them that. I hate calling it those names, but I mean, let's just call it a starter board for the sake of talking. I think Novel Keys is really going to... Again, you can consider this conversation bias, whatever. I'm really telling you right now, I am removing myself from the equation here. But I do think that out of all the starter boards, like the KBD, the Tiger, even the Transition. I know the Transition, I think, technically rings in a little bit cheaper. But I think styling-wise, this is nicer. I also think there really isn't anything else that's coming in at around $89 that I can think of that would even compete. The closest two things would be probably the Tiger 80 Lite and the Transition Lite. The Bauer is a different keyboard though. I'm thinking like TKLs, you know what I mean? The Bauer is $65. I mean, you can consider the Bauer. The Bauer is still more expensive than this though. Isn't the Bauer like $20 more? $30 more, something like that. I don't think there's really any competition for a TKL that's plastic that, first of all, even looks this good. Because there's a lot of like small things, like I even mentioned during the longer stream that we did for this. It has a small little lip on the front. The styling of the keyboard looks great. The Transition was $50, so this must be high quality if it had more bucks. I have here, I'll show you guys. Let me go get it. This is the Transition. They're built with different things right now, but this is the Transition versus the Bauer. Or the Bauer. This is the Transition versus the classic TKL. So, visually, they're very different. I mean, they are different. I do lean towards just the styling of the classic TKL. They're both rectangle. I mean, technically, yes. Side profile wise, they're not stupid different. Like, they still follow the box on wedge. This follows what the Transition looked like, which had that little square kind of poking out, which was the weight on the Transition. Yeah, the Transition Lite does have top mount now. But originally, when I was taking a look at it originally, they did not. And this is kind of where I think the major difference would lie. This has really not a lot going on the bottom in terms of styling. If that matters to you, this has a lot more cool things going on in terms of styling. This has a bit of a different system in terms of how you would mount it as well. Top mount didn't work so well. I haven't even tried it yet on this board. What switches were in this one here? I think these were using Nixies. Oh no, these are using... Oh, those other boards. Different plates right now too. We're not going to really compare the sound signature too much. But top mount didn't work as well though. I think this is going to lean to a more deeper overall sound signature, and this is going to lean to a clackier
Cheers to 8 months,
brighter.
Alex.
Going
I've learned
back.
so much and had many great convos in this community and hobby.
That's all we can really hope for, is just having better conversations and just having a good time. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. But thank you again, going back. It really depends on what you're looking for here. I think if your goal is you want something, you know, I'm not saying that this isn't polished. I think this is a very polished product as well. But for a few extra dollars, if you want something that maybe has a bit of a different styling choice, then for sure. I think the typing angle is a smidge different on both of these as well. You can see that this lowers to about the same height as the lip here. This maintains, I don't remember the typing angle of this board, but you can see this kind of shoots up higher too towards the back. Both of them look good though. Can't really... The plastic's a bit thin on the transition. Yeah, the transition definitely has a bit more... Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know if it's the aluminum plate we have in this. Although I don't remember this being kind of warpy with the plastic plate. This definitely has a bit more give to how the construction is here. If that matters to you guys. What plate is in this one here? I think it's plastic too, right? Yeah, this is just the plastic plate. So really just depends on what you're looking for. I use plastic boards all the time. For a while there, the Bauer Light was my go-to. It still is. Actually, one thing I was planning on doing, if I have time today to do it, I have a Bauer Light I need to take apart and redo switches for, just because I need to do it for my personal setup. But this is, I mean, they're both great price points at the end of the day. $50 versus $90. This definitely has a bit more of a premium feel to it overall. Even the construction is a bit more premium. You know, maybe it's even the use of the RGB here that feels a bit more premium, but I don't think you'll have a bad choice with either one that you end up going with at the end of the day. But yeah, definitely one has a bit of a more premium vibe to it. I don't know which one you guys prefer. Like in terms of styling, I mean. Nice though. They both have RGB. I think this one here, the RGB is not like the best on it, if I remember correctly. The Tradition Light is coming with a standard PCB without flex cuts. I'm much more inclined to get one now. Didn't I do one without flex cuts? Oh yeah, this just has this kind of RGB. So, not the craziest implementation of RGB here. But it is what it is, if that matters to you guys as well. But I think this is really its only competitor. I don't even know if the Tiger Light would truly compete with this. So, nice either way. I don't think you'll go wrong either way. Can't go wrong either way. I prefer the style of the Classic, but the Tradition is pretty nice too. Yeah, I don't know. I think that the styling of this board definitely has it for me. I think the softer rounded corners, the bigger forehead, you guys already know. I like when keyboards have bigger chins and foreheads. I think it looks better when it's built like this instead of having more evenness. This is not as even, but you know, it's not as pronounced. This is more my style. What is everyone's thoughts on coffee? Love coffee. I need coffee every morning. Absolutely. All right, next up on the agenda today. Let's plug this back in. So next up, I have two things I want to do. One of them is I wanted to replace some switches in a board that I have with some silent switches. because I have been... dude, I have been wanting to put silent switches in my gaming computer for a while, because when I'm playing video games these days, like, I don't know. First of all, I've actually been really enjoying gaming on tactiles. I've been using Holy Pandas for the last little bit, but I also just want something quiet in my room because 2 reasons. Let me explain why. Right now, my gaming PC is right next to our bedroom, which is sometimes I don't go to bed at the same time, and I want to play games, and sometimes clicking on things, it's loud. So, for the sake of just being quiet, I would like to use some of these. I've been looking for good silent switches for a while. I've kind of landed on these just because I have heartbeats and something else. These also feel pretty nice, and I've been wanting to try these red velvets out. So I have a whole bunch of silent switches. So these are something I'm going to be trying soon. Hopefully today, but I just haven't decided on what board I want to make my silent keyboard. It isn't ice cream. No. They're switches. Haven't decided which one yet. I'm still thinking about it, Still thinking. Bro casually pulls out ice cream container. No, Dane-Keeps ships switches and stuff like this. And actually, they also ship stuff in this too. Hold on. Dane-Keeps has legitimately some of the cutest packaging. So these are linear switches. By the way, I've been meaning to finish lubing these. These are really nice linear switches. I need to finish lubing these because these are on my to-do list as well. Dude, the banana milks are so good, and I've used the lychee switches in a few builds now, and I really like these. I just recently got another pack, and I've been meaning to put these in something. I just don't know what I want to put them in yet. I have tactile banana milks, and they're so loud, but I love them. The occults I think I have, I just haven't opened the box yet for them. I wish I can get Dane-Keep stuff here. You can't ship it to where you are? My rule of thumb for silent boards is to make my worst sounding board silent. That's also what I'm thinking too, Skull. Because I'm not going to look down at my keyboard while I'm gaming, but I do think I want to do a 65% while I'm gaming. Oh, it's usually $100, yeah. But yeah, Dane-Keeps has some really cute packaging. Like I said, I'm unsure what I want to do. I think I'm going to lean towards the silent switches for playing video games, though. So, we might start lubing these switches today, and then I might put them in a board maybe later while because today's going to be, I don't know how long today's stream is going to be, but that's on my to-do list. We're going to keep that right there for now. What is the camera film case? Camera film case? What switch was that in the camera film case? Oh, that was the KD... I think there's a few of them, right? They're the HMX switches. Next up on the list, though, let's clean up some of this area. Just real quick. Move some of this stuff out of my way. I've already opened it just to inspect. Everything's in there. Because I've had way too many things lately where we get missing pieces. Okay. So next up on the list is the Dune. Kodak tactiles? Yeah, those things. Next up is the Dune. We did our classic. I might actually switch back to the PC plate. But for now, I'm going to rock the aluminum. God damn it, I didn't put this back nicely. I'm so sorry. I ruined the unboxing for you guys. This is a board that has been genuinely interesting me for a little while now. It is very, very, very pretty. So, if I had to send you the files for the Dune, could you check the channel? Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize you messaged me, Feather. Did you DM? Oh no, you put it here. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh, did this not download nice? I love that color. Screwless, goddammit. Yeah, that might be the only thing that I'm like meh about right now, but it's okay. So, Actually, let me read these notes really quick. So there's going to be a small amount of changes, it looks like. But nothing that I really would need to show you today. Let's see. Okay, so really the major things that they're kind of going over, just to get this over and done with, is it looks like they're working on a better way to hold the USB-C cable in, because apparently samples had issues with the USB-C cables not connecting and securely staying there. And then the other thing is, when we open up the case, it'll probably be easier to show you, but there are some sharp edges that look like they're going to be rounded off. Not something that truly I don't think will affect our build today, but let's just open this up. There's going to be a bunch of vendors for this, by the way, depending on which region you're in. I don't remember all the regional vendors for this, but look at this, dude. The back of this keyboard. This is called the Dune65, so Keith Spencer is going to have this. KBD Fansel has this. There's tons. Also, Diego, what's up, dude? So there's going to be a lot of different vendors for this guy here. Let's go look at some of the stats here, if we shall. So it's going to be a 3-piece design, which I think is really cool, by the way. How's the new plate? So far, so good. We're just kind of dealing with some like electrical problems and stuff. Aluminum. So this is where it gets interesting, right? Because the aluminum piece, we can call the weight. So it has an aluminum bottom, which is separated entirely from the rest of the board. Then it has the mid brass piece, which is a large piece of brass, if you guys haven't really seen. And then back to the aluminum. I think this is the best color, and thank you, Feather, for sending this out. This is the best out of all the colors, 100%. There's a few different colors they're offering, but pretty nice. I like what they did with this. It's also going to have a leaf spring top mount and a gasket mount, if you want. It'll also have a 1.6 non-flex cut PCB. It looks like. We'll double check in the box there. I didn't actually check that. This is designed by Kenny and Jing VV. I really like the design, guys. And then it's going to have a default aluminum plate with half plate option. I don't know the price of what they're going to be pricing the optional pieces at, but if I remember correctly, let's see, where's the pricing for this again? I don't know if any of them come in at different prices. Is there like a price breakdown for everything here further? Yeah, it starts at $350, but I just wanted to see a price breakdown. Yeah, it depends on vendors. Okay, so what are the extra plates going to cost and whatnot, Feather? And extra pieces? I think $350 for this amount of brass that you're getting is actually really good. This isn't just like a small little weight and they called it a day. This is a big chunk of brass mid piece here and a very attractive side piece. It flows really nicely throughout the entire keyboard. Genuinely, I don't think this is a bad price. I'm sitting at the page right now. You can show it off real quick. Yeah, for sure. Let me know when you're done and we can share screen. What do you guys think? Is $350 too much for this? Yeah, this might patina really well. I'm pretty sure this is top coat, or this has a clear coat though. The internal designs, desert kind of design here. Cool. It is the screwless kind of design here, which, might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it will come with the carrying case. Mine came with this yellow one. I don't know if this is like a finalized color. I actually think this is a really pretty carrying case though. $350 seems pretty fair, but I'm unfortunately biased being used to higher prices for kits. I think I'm in the same boat, honestly, Diego, but what's the weight of the keyboard? I mean, you want to weigh it really quick? We can weigh it. I know. Mind you, it's going to be on the desk pad, but it's okay. Let's see what this weighs in pounds. 4 pounds, 6.6 ounces. It's not light by any means. I would consider this a fairly heavy build. I think 2 or 3 pounds is considered the norm for the most part. How many kilograms? I don't know. Do you guys mind doing the conversion there? All right, and then let's take a look at the PCB. So overall, not bad. I don't think this is a bad price in the slightest. Now, here's some other interesting things that I think we should talk about before I actually look at the PCB. And this I had to go to the IC to get the details for. It states, and I'm not sure if this is including with the feet, it states an effective front height, so that includes, you know, like the keycaps and what, or the stem, up to the stem, I believe, of 21.59. But the front height, which is what we normally kind of just base things off here, it is 16.5, which is impressive. And again, I'm not sure if they're including the maybe slight raise for feet there, but under 17 mil for front height, which I really appreciate. That is a wonderful front height with an 8-degree typing angle. Might be too low. That's interesting. Hey, we all have different opinions when it comes to what we look for. Maybe this is too low for some people, but for me, that is genuinely, I think, one of my preferred is having lower front heights. Obviously, there's a limit to that, but color-wise, I don't know if all this stuff's going to be offered, but they've listed Moonlight Silver, Deep Sky, which is like a gray, Sand, which is the color we have now. They also have Emerald Green and a Midnight Blue. IMO, I don't like blue, and I think blue is the worst color, but I think most of these colors look good. The green's nice. I don't think green really suits this board, if I'm being real with you. But I do think the rest of the colors, like the Sand, Deep Sky, and Silver, are phenomenal. I think those are great choices. I would have even went with maybe a darker brown for this. I just don't know if I agree with the blue. The blue's not terrible. Blue and gold typically go well together, but I don't think the green works too well for me. I don't know why. Alex is the first dude I've seen who doesn't like blue. It's just navy. Navy blue is not my favorite. Yeah, sure. I can show you guys the bottom again. Navy blue is just not for me, dude. All right, we have a solderable PCB today. Ooh, my camera is not enjoying this. Blue is good for contrast, but this theme is definitely best suited for gold silver units. Yeah, I think so. So solderable unit, is this 1.6? Why does this feel like 1.2? Further, is this confirmed 1.6 for this unit? Like for this particular, I don't know why, I just feel like this is a 1.2 PCB. I guess we'll find out. Kind of wish the inside was on the outside though. I don't mind having this because I feel like it definitely works with the case being a little bit, oh, I can see where the sharp points are. This is a bit sharper right over here. Do you guys see that? They're rounding that off, it looks like, for the final version of the board. Because that actually, yeah, I didn't even realize this was on the outside. I thought it was the inside only. I thought for sure this would not affect the bottom, but yeah, it does look like it touches the bottom a smidge here. It might be 1.2, but the GB will consist of what states in the GCAC page. Okay. So this might be 1.2 today. So we might have a little bit of a throw off. I don't know. I think it's a 1.2. It feels like a 1.2. But we'll take a look. But in terms of compatibility, assuming this stays the same, there is a crap ton of compatibility on this. We have ISO, we have split, we have different spacebar options here. Interesting. And then we also have split left, and we also have stepped. So we get some good options here. Grab the ruler. Bro, that ruler's useless. And then we also have some other accessories, which let's open this up and take a look. We have our feet. We have gaskets. We have plates. We have screwdriver. Oh, I guess these are the gaskets. Oh, is this for like a force brake? That's interesting. Daughter board. And that is all. It looks like they gave us a protective film for the bottom. I'm assuming, which we don't have this today, this is probably meant, oh, my camera is freaking out. This is probably meant for the half plate build. We don't have the half plate today. I'm gonna, we'll note that it came with this, nice little addition, but we don't really need this today. Yeah, I don't have a caliper tool, I should get one. Where's the cable for the daughter board? I might I didn't think to check this accessory. Oh no, it's right here. Never mind. It is a... Oh, I didn't even realize that. It is a ribbon cable. I guess that makes sense when you're doing stuff that is a little bit lower front height. Let's see this. The board is beautiful. I think it's a pretty looking keyboard. By the way, guys, thank you for all the follows and subs today. I really appreciate it, guys. Our plates. Looking good. You can see different mounting styles being presented here. The gaskets in the top style, so happy to see that. I guess let's start with our stabilizers. And I guess the best way to figure out if this is indeed a 1.6mm PCB is let's just quickly assemble one cherry stab and see how this works with the housing. Let's put some stuff to the side for now. Switches today, we'll be using some of these diamond switches. These are from, oh my god, what brand is this again? They're an awesome brand and based in Canada, Keybay Tech. These are going to be the exact name of them are going to be the W1 Diamond White switches, just with yellow stems. I've used these for the Kaze and I really like them. They're very deep sounding. How come you don't use manual focus on your top down? Because sometimes I do this to show you guys things. And it's just easier to do it like that. They are W1 diamond switches from, yeah, they're the same as the blue ones. They're just yellow stems. I think they offer them in a few different colors. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly assemble one stab and then we'll take out the materials for the rest of them. I just want to double check this actually works for this particular keyboard. I do not have GMK Dune. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I have a keycap set other than something beige that will work for this. But yeah, I apologize. I do not have that particular set. Okay, I'm not going to lube this one right now, because we'll take it apart afterwards. But let's just double check. Let's do a dry fit here and see if this works. GMK Civil can work. I don't think I have that either, to be honest with you. Chladni would look really nice on this too. So, oh, it is 1.6. What the fuck? Okay. Further, what material is this? Is this FR4? Why does this feel so different? Was this an FR4 PCB or is this like some other material? No, dude, it just feels lighter. Like, it feels like incredibly light for a PCB. I don't know why that is. I handle... Weird. I handle PCBs all the time. Getting old... The PCB looks awesome. I mean, yeah, it works. It's 1.6, so we get the best today for this. Whatever, man. Whatever, you know what? Diego's laughing at me right now too. God damn it. Alright. Let's assemble some stabilizers. I'll use this as our little mat here. Maybe it's from all the muscle you've been building. Oh, true. You know what? That's actually a very good point there. Way too lucky. I'm glad you brought that up. That could be the reason. Favorite wireless keyboard? I'm probably in the minority here for a lot of people. I actually don't give a crap about wireless keyboards. So I don't really have a wireless keyboard I can recommend you. PCB no flex sets are coming back. I hope they never go away again. Truly. I hope they never ever disappear again. Yeah, like wireless doesn't do anything for me. I know they have it's you know, people love wireless. So, you working out lately? Not so much working out, just like better diet, more moving around. Yesterday was probably the one day, I'm gonna be honest with you, Diego, that I did not move around, and I felt like shit today. I think mainly because I felt like I was getting sick yesterday, but I can feel it. So today, if I feel good after the stream, I'm gonna just try to get some exercise in, some light exercise. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing the benefits now more than ever of just like moving around. Just even if it just means like taking a walk and getting up to do some stretches and exercises. The standing desk has been really helping me as well, because yesterday I did an hour or two of standing and it made me feel better after I woke up and felt like shit. So, been starting back in it again too. Yeah, like I'm not gaining like the crazy muscle mass, but I know I've talked about this. I'm really proud about it, but I've definitely been slimming down a bunch, which is something I wanted. I felt like I was getting to a point where it just wasn't healthy anymore. Like, especially my eating habits. Because you know what would happen? And I hate admitting this, and I feel like shitty even talking about this. You know what would happen is I'd convince myself that, hey, you've worked all day, or you had a really tough day, or whatever. And then I would tell myself, all right, it's 10 o'clock. It's a perfect time to eat a whole bag of fucking potato chips. And I would eat a whole bag of chips, have some water, tell myself, like that's a good snack, and go to bed, and then eat my normal amount of food, and then 10 o'clock rolls around the next day, and I'm like, you know what? Today is a popcorn kind of day. I deserve it. And I would just like get myself into this habit of being like, all right, I'm eating past like a time I don't want to eat. I'm also eating way too much. How do I fix this? So the number one thing I stopped was eating past 9, 10. Sometimes I still do like a light snack, but I make sure it's something like a few pieces of apple, or like, just something super light with low calorie that'll make me feel full, But I've really just kind of, even yesterday I was fucking starving. It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I was starving. I just had some water. I know I had my normal amount of food for the day yesterday. Just had some water, and then I munched on some, those like little snap pea snacks? I had like a handful of that. It wasn't very many calories, and that satisfied me because it's pretty high in fiber. That's it. But that is pretty much what I've been doing. It's weird too now, because when I go to eat potato chips, like I bought a bag of Miss Vicky's, some kettle cooked stuff. I had a small handful, and I've just been not going back to it. Like it's still there. It's been in our little pantry thingy for like a week and a half. Normally, when I have potato chips, it's gone the next day. So I think just swapping out my habits for something a little healthier, Mind you, we had like a movie night the other day where I just made some microwavable popcorn. But even that, like I know that can get pretty high in calories because of all the butter they put. But like we did that around like 7:30-ish, you know what I mean? I do all my eating for the day between 9:45 and 9:47 a.m., but I allow myself to eat whatever I want. It's a challenge to get enough calories in 2 minutes to survive. Hey, yo, Lane. What the? Fruit is so goddamn good. I mean, you could really fill yourself up on fruit and kind of maintain good calories with that. It's lunchtime for a lot of people, I feel. I had a really hearty breakfast. I had a big bowl of like oat cereal type thing, oat granola, whatever you guys want to call it. So I am like feeling so good right now. Thank you, Rat. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Actually, let's keep this. I don't want to dirty my desk. Something weird that helped me, brushing my teeth earlier in the evening, tricks me into thinking I'm done eating. It's funny that you say that, 650, because, dude, I've been doing that too. I have been brushing my teeth at around like 11 or 10. You know what's weird? It actually tricks me into sleeping earlier too. Like yesterday, I didn't want to stay up very late. I ended up staying up later than I wanted to. But I told myself the moment I brush my teeth is the moment I just feel like going into bed. So I forced myself to get up. I forced myself to brush my teeth. And lo and behold, I passed the fuck out. Lunchtime soup and homemade chips. Ooh, that sounds good. But yeah, I don't know. Long story for probably what I was saying there, but should be accessible through here. Cool. I'll take a look at the page in a bit here, Feather. $3.50 is such a good price for this. It's getting colder, so I can start making soup again. I'm not really a soup guy. I hate to admit it. I'm not really into soup all that much. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. If we get our desk pad dirty, it gets dirty. But yeah, anyways, that's my story. What keycaps should I match with the brown Virgo? I think you should go beige. Is Honey Beige still available? I'm not even sure. That, or you know what else looks really good with that? Something yellow would go nice with that too. Brown and yellow complement each other. If brushing your teeth is a normal part of your pre-bed routine, it probably results in some I can't even pronounce that. Response making you feel like you should go to bed. I mean, 100% that's probably what's happening. Oh, I need to get the housings up too. Oh shit, I'm running real low on this. Serica would look really good. Yeah, agree. Serica would look sick with that as well. Would Vibrato look good with brown? I'm not even sure. I think Vibrato is more gray, right? Pavlovian. Learned something today. Is there going to be a win key list for this board? As far as I know, no. I don't think there's going to be a win key list for the Dune. At work, I usually have a jar of peanut butter. Over the last few days, I've been bringing a slice or two of bread and some fruit. That ends up being my lunch. I'm saving so much money just doing that, and a spoonful of peanut butter later in the day keeps me full. Yeah, peanut butter is actually... I mean, it has a lot of good stuff for you. Good protein amounts, too. I used to be, like, fixated on peanut butter. That was my lunch for a long time. I'm finding I'm less and less inclined to eat it these days. I don't know why. It's really good. It's really delicious. But what I used to do for my lunches, it would be like a peanut butter, some milk, and just a banana or something. Long time ago. But then I slipped into, again, a slippery slope where it was like... this was the thing about living downtown, right? Because I was too lazy to go get peanut butter and bread. That I would just say, you know, it's easier for me to just go to a fast food place and get a $5 or $6 meal or $7 meal. You know, we just don't order fries or a Coke. And it would just be like, boom, you just ate 1,000 calories for lunch. And I'd be sitting all day. Like, I wouldn't be moving. But yeah, peanut butter used to be my go-to. I like bananas. They've never been too crazy for me stomach-wise. Having win keyless interests me. Hopefully it sounds good. Oh, there will be a win keyless version. My bad. You know what? I should take a look at this page that Feather sent me. Win keyless and then 5 different colors. Win key and win keyless. My mistake. What is this version of win key? I always want a glass of milk with it, and both are super high calorie. Yeah. It depends on how much you put of everything. Like, even I had a bowl of, like a really hearty bowl of cereal this morning. And I don't encourage counting calories, but like at the same time, I think it's important just to like be aware of what you're eating. And I know for a fact that whole meal was probably like 650 calories this morning. But I already knew that I was going to probably eat very light for lunch, if nothing at all, just because I'm probably going to be busy. So I accounted for that. And then I know that I'm probably going to do a little bit of a bigger dinner. So the base 350 consists of brass mid-piece. There will be copper version. Oh. Just waiting for the fun. Hey, I didn't know there's going to be copper of this. High key, I'm more inclined to get copper. But actually, would that look better as like the Dune kind of color? I'm still more inclined to get copper myself. Do you know if that's going to cost anything different? Damn, copper would look sweet for this. Yeah, like red sand. That's a good point too, Farhan. Yeah, like maybe brass is the better theme for this overall. Maybe $30 upcharge. That's not bad. $380 for that big copper brass or copper middle piece rather. That's not bad, dude. Damn, this is a very well priced board in my opinion. I like copper. Copper is becoming one of my favorite materials lately. All right, let's do some wires. Don't tell Simon. Okay, question. Does Simon not like copper? Does Simon have a thing against copper? I'm waiting for this Simon explanation right now. Love me some copper. Simon had a copper incident, so it's a personal thing. It's not like an objective thing that Simon's... I'm so confused. I need to know the lore behind this. Just a shitpost? Oh, okay. He doesn't actually like hate copper. Love me some copper? I love copper. Good old Simon. Actually, I felt a bit of nostalgia yesterday because when I was raiding Diego yesterday, I saw Diego online, Marcia online, Teja online. And I'm not saying that, it... Just for lack of a better... I don't know how to structure this the best, but it was just... It warmed my heart seeing, because back 4 years ago when we were all streaming, it was still Marcia, Teja, Diego. I was just starting at the time. So it was kind of like, it's cool to see everyone from 4 years ago doing keyboards still doing it today type thing. So it was cool. It's cool to see, gotta admit. What color combos would your key set look like if I had released one? I mean, I'd probably want to do my colors, but I feel like a lot of people have been doing orange lately. A lot of people have been kind of doing that color scheme before I had the chance to do it, I guess, but it is what it is. I'd still probably want to release my own. I feel that. It definitely feels good to see the old faces on. Yeah, it was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Teja was new. Oh, my bad. Yeah, it was really cool seeing Marcia, Diego, and then that new guy, Teja. Teja's really, he's doing really well for being, streaming for 6 months, you know what I mean? I think he's doing super well. He had some decent viewership last night, you know? It looks like he's got his streaming setup dialed in. He has, I think he has the right personality to stream keyboards. The golf guy, he's doing really good for a 50-year-old new streamer. Yeah, I think his age lends to his personality. He does keyboards? Yeah, and then sometimes he'll take a nap and listen to some records afterwards. Depending on how he's feeling. I've only seen his streams once or twice because he's so new. He gets a lot of shout-outs from other streamers, which is cool. Love the community. I was talking about him like he's in the room. Oh, man. Hi, Alex in chat. Sorry I'm late. What have we done today? We have done the classic TKL with the aluminum plate. I still think the polycarbonate plate was better for me. I genuinely liked it better. The overall sound signature with the PC plate. The aluminum is a bit too bright for my liking. Maybe we got to go with different switches, but I feel like even with the short pole or the regular length poles, space bars, a little too bright. But again, I know people that would love this sound signature. I just preferred PC, the one that it came with. There should be a keyboard content creator boxing event. Would there have to be age brackets? If so, who would fight Teja? Fuck. Try not to laugh during this. Tim versus Teja? Teja would go down and be like, redo. He redo the whole boxing event. Go-karting with people in the key... Dude, go-karting... A go-karting tourney would be super sick. Which one do I do here? Feather, do you know which one I do here? Is it the middle one or the one to the right? I'm assuming the one to the right. Why is there 2 positions? Is there... Oh, there's like 3 different ways you can make the... Man, hold on one sec, guys. I need to figure out... Is there like a layout thingy on the IC? Hold on one sec, guys. I'm gonna see if there's like a layout thing. I think there are a few options. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one's which now. Okay, so... We want to go to the one to the... Oh, I see what they did here. Okay, so this one to the right is if you're doing a win key, which we are doing today. The one in the center for 7U, so the leftmost one, is going to be for the one with the blocker. And then the same one, but 6.25U would be for the 6.25U. So for win keyless, left. For non-win keyless 7, right. That'll, maybe if someone watches this in the future and picks this. Just put the switch in the middle of the spacebar, Alex? Well, actually, it wouldn't work that way, just because there's 3 positions for it. Oh my god. Like, what's going on with this? Why can't I stick this in? Oh, lordy. Sometimes clip-ins, they do me dirty. Cherry clip-ins. Yeah, just that one there. Really tight to get in there. Stick it in. I did. Alright, let's break off these guys. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, if there was a boxing event, I'd be in dead last. I don't think I can fight anybody, man. I'll be real. Just gonna keep it a buck with you guys right now, dude. Apiary would legit drop anyone. I feel like Marcia has like hidden strength. She has that like that power within, you know. Simon said you'd be too nice for a fight. I'd fight Tim, bro. The only person I'd actually fight is Tim, dude. I feel like Tim would have a lot of hidden aggravation towards me, though. You know what I mean? Tim would be the only person that would have like hidden aggravation for me. He would like throw up his hands and be like, "This is for that time that you said that I cut off the sandwich at Olive Garden," and then I'd be like, "But you did do that." Why fight someone like 10 feet tall? Yeah, I think I'm also probably one of the shortest people out of a lot of these content creators. Like, dude, Tim's real tall. Calling out Tim like that is wild. I wouldn't hurt a soul except him. Dude, I don't know. Whatever. Oh, shit. Tim makes content? Yoinks. So you guys haven't seen these switches, by the way. These are pretty unique shaped. Diego, aren't we like roughly the same size? These are that diamond top. A little weird to put these back together, but they sound great. They're just lubed with some 205. These cannot be filmed. These have such good tolerances, by the way. Like, I was putting these together, and the legs of these are... Like, everything is just such good tolerance on these. These are very good for this. I really hope these sound good, because these are definitely more of a deeper sound signature. Alex versus Adam? Guys, I would never fight Adam like that. Are we? I'm 5'10" on a normal day. On a great day, I'm 6'2". Maybe 6'5", depending on the day. But on a normal day, I'm 5'10". I'm way shorter? Diego, I've hung out with you a few times. I swear to God, we're the same height. Fuck, I thought you were the same height as me, dude. Liar? Dude, I'm telling you, Diego's like just playing it off real nice right now, dude. He's just like, nah, Alex, you're way taller than me. I'm 5'7"? 5'10" is pretty short. It's pretty fucking average, dude, right? It's pretty average. Really? You're 5'7"? I swear to God you're a 5'10" with me. I swear you're taller than me too, but I'm 5'7" too? It's Diego's posture. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pump up Diego a little bit here. When I saw Diego in person, the first time, he has really good posture. I don't. I kind of like do one of these, bro. I have like a bit of a U to me, you know what I mean? Diego is like, he's nice with that posture thing, you know? So maybe that's what it is. Why am I struggling with this stepped caps lock here? Hey, no one's short. Hey, if anything, I'm getting shamed, dude. I'm a huncher. I definitely hunch a lot, dude. I gotta stop. I've been getting a lot better, though, if I'm being honest. Sure, blame it on that. People are either tall or short. They don't believe in averages. Yeah. I will admit, though, one of the most cringe things I've ever heard in my entire life is like when I meet people who legitimately care how tall you are. I think to me that is legitimately one of the most cringe things I've ever seen in my entire fucking existence, dude. Fix that posture by doing standing streams. The cameras aren't set up for that, though. I was thinking about doing that, but I don't know how I would set up the cameras. I'd have to redo all of the camera stuff. This is the Dune65, yeah. We have a lot of stuff we're doing today. So we're just kind of doing the Dune. I wanted a couple of dates just to get a, oh, you're not that tall. I'm like, it was on my profile. So weird. I get it. You can have your preferences, and I understand that, but like, it's just such a weird thing to judge people by. It's so normalized too, which is like the weirdest thing. Height isn't earned. Yeah, exactly. I do find though, like in any sort of friendship, anything like that, the moment people start getting like, oh, actually weird about like height stuff, it's just like I can tell they're vain as fuck, and I just don't want to be around those people. I told my fiance I can't stand short girls. That I need that say I need a man like 6 foot taller or taller. Again, you can have preferences, but it's just like a weird thing to be like the only defining factor of what you need of a human being is like height. It's alright. Weird. If I could be shorter, I would. Having to pay the height tax sucks. What's the height tax? Oh shit, which one's 7U? I don't know if it's too late for this, Feather. Small little, maybe quality of life thing with this. Perhaps you can convince them to put silkscreen of which each one is. Like 7U, or you can put WK or WKL. That'd be kind of nice. I feel like it's a good PCB otherwise, like in terms of everything else, like support-wise, but maybe that small little quality of life feature would be well appreciated. I'm assuming it's this one. Well, maybe make a mistake here, but I want to be a little spoon. Ivans, thank you so much, dude, for the tier 1.
Love you lots.
Love you too, buddy. I hope you're having a good one today. To be fair, planes and Ubers with groups are the only situations I recall being tall and negative. I mean, I totally get that, because you probably have like the seat probably needs more legroom type thing. I totally understand that. Crammed in a backseat with 2 other people. Have you thought about what you're gonna do with the key I sent over? I have some switches that I really want to use for it, Ivan, but I also I know we're gonna treat that particular keyboard as just sort of like a taking a look at the board type thing, so that I know we're using my parts, but I don't know yet. Yo, if you're so tall, just walk over where I need you to go to, you giant. Sorry. What the hell, Wingy? The world is only built for small ranges of heights. You know what I need to do? I need to start carrying a little stepping stool with me everywhere I go. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think, man, is all this back pain worth the height? Oh, that's true too, dude. That's something that doesn't get talked about. My 7V box is the only thing in one of them. Oh, that you store in the bottom drawer. I mean, to be honest though, you know what's one thing that I gotta stop doing? Okay, let's pause here because this is an important conversation now. I need to stop. I need to actually like squat down to get things from like the bottom drawer. I usually lean and like, you know, it's just not good for your back, dude. I need to start squatting down to get that stuff. It doesn't hurt me right now, but I can already tell you that like, I can guarantee in the future, it's probably going to affect me. But I don't do that. For some reason, I still lean over to grab things. But yeah, I should just technically squat down. Because I'm perfectly capable of doing it. I'm very fortunate that I can. For some reason, I just still don't do it. But yeah, that's one thing I really need to work on. My knees sit above my hips and it sucks. Wait, what? In so many seats? Oh, because leg height and stuff like that. Just become a Jedi and use the Force. Honestly, learning proper squatting form from personal trainer is so good for your whole life. Oh shit, I didn't even realize there's like a proper form I should do. I mean, yeah, I totally understand why though, Mr. President. I get that, dude. I'm scared you're gonna make a cool build with it and I gotta empty my wallet. Oh, are you gonna just copy whatever I do, Ivan? That'd be kind of funny though. That'd be kind of cute. That would indeed be. Someone is playing the saxophone in my office because it's his birthday. Now I wish the office was jazzy all the time. Dude, listen, jazzy music in an office is insanely cool, all right? It's a good vibe. Fuck, I have a really good feeling about these switches. I know we're doing the Dune today, but I have a weird feeling, just a strange, like, deep-seated feeling. These switches might steal the show today. Maybe. I'm not gonna... We won't go too crazy with this, but I can already feel like these are gonna sound really good because they sounded really good in the Kaze the last time I used them. Okay, so some other notes about the PCB. Really happy that there's mounting points towards the sides over here and nothing, except for this, just a smidge, really impedes the spacebar. So that's really nice to see. Same thing with the top. It's pretty balanced here on the top, which is usually to be expected. But yeah, really nice to see it on the bottom. I've been, I don't know why this is, and I want to make this call out because I feel like it's important. I don't know what's been happening lately, but I feel like every design lately that I've been seeing has had a copious amount of mounting points underneath the spacebar. Sometimes it's excusable. Sometimes it's kind of like, fuck man, you did top mount and you put it right underneath the spacebar. But nice to see that is not the case here. These are the Diamond... They're not the Avalon ones. I don't know if they're different materials compared to the Diamond Avalon. But they're W1 Diamond switches. Latrish! Gotta go to class, but want to stop by and say hello. I hope you're doing fantastic, and I hope class goes well. Hope it's not too stressful today. Cute switches, though. I like the top housings on these. These almost look like little eggs. Like little omelets or something like that. Cute. Alright, so let's open up this... Actually, no, sorry. Let's solder. I forgot this was solderable. We do so many hot swap builds these days. Sometimes I do forget. Sometimes it slips my mind. Let's actually do the stabs while we are waiting for this to warm up. So I have been using GS3 the last few days, and I've been really enjoying it. However, it is significantly more expensive than buying 205, but it is nice. It doesn't move as much. Lunch is over. Gotta head back to work. Enjoy your day, Wingy. I don't know if you have to leave the stream too, but if you do, have a good one, my friend. Kibi is an interesting vendor. Kibe's interesting. I met them at the Toronto meetup. They had a vendor stall, and honestly, they've been genuinely like very like I've heard good things about them, and my interactions with them have been genuinely very friendly. But I don't know if anyone else has had any other weird interactions with Kibe, but I've had no issues. Good Mexican food in Canada? No. I haven't had like I've had good tacos, but nothing to where it makes me go, yeah, dude, this taco is fucking top tier. If there's anything I can actually say, I don't think there's a lot of great Mexican food in Canada. But like, it seems like tacos are the most popular out of all like the, you know, maybe that kind of like Mexican foods. There's a lot of taco places. None of them do them well, in my opinion. At least there's one other place I'm going to try soon that apparently has good like birria tacos. Want to try that. But every other place I've had Mexican food has been mid at best. There's been some other dishes I've tried. Very mid. Everything's been like mid. And then I think I did try some Mexican food while I was in the States. And Jesus Christ, it tastes so much better. I truly have not had great Mexican food in Canada. It's also, for whatever reason, tacos here, in being the specific example, are insane price-wise. Like, it is the most expensive thing sometimes, and I'm like, why am I spending this much for a tiny ass little piece of food? It's crazy. I try not to. I've had like good maybe like quesadillas or like other stuff like that. Again, nothing that's like I can write home about, you know, so to speak. So I've seen tacos for more than $7. Fish tacos in Victoria are known to be good. They aren't authentic, but good in their own way. Yeah, Platey, there's been some places I've been to where it's like they'll charge you about $20 for 2 tacos. I don't know the size, but I can't imagine them being big. Yeah, like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, at one point here in Toronto, we had decent priced stuff. And then it was like, overnight, bam, everyone's charging $6 to $7 to $8 for tacos. It is stupid. Like, I don't understand why this happened. And it's been, like, for example, I think it was like 3 months ago, I was actually craving tacos. And I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, hey, babe, let's get some tacos. I went on the menu. It wasn't like I was trying to order them off Uber. I went to the menu to go check their prices, the place that I don't mind. And yeah, it was like $8.25, $8.50 for one single taco. So out of curiosity, I just started like adding what I would want for a meal. And I was like, I am not spending $36 to $40 for what feels like 4 tacos and a small side. And I'm just like, I am not doing this. And then imagine, that's just for me. Now, let's just pick what my girlfriend wants. $80 for a few tacos? I was like, dude, I am not. No, they're not burrito style. They were like street vendor style, yeah. It just was not worth it. I don't know how anyone here in Toronto can sit me down and be like, yeah, $7.50 for a small taco is good price. I don't understand how people can sit there and be like, yeah, it's great. I truly do not think it should be that expensive. And again, I've had them. When you get them, there's not a lot of stuff in these tacos. So I don't understand the need to spend $7.50 to $8.50. No, this is before Keith Lee. Because Keith Lee came to Toronto, and I think he tried mostly like shawarmas. Shawarmas are decently priced. They don't know any better. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I just have not good experiences here in Canada for that. The one place I had tacos in the States, it was like $3, $3.50 USD. So what, $4 or $5 Canadian, maybe, per taco, and it would taste it way better. And I felt like you got more bang for your buck. Like, they give you a few sides included with that too. Beef tacos? I mean, there were a bunch of different ones. It was just $8 for any taco you want. There were some more expensive ones, but I tried to avoid those. For $15, we had 3 to 4 tacos. So what I've seen from a place I want to try, for $15 you get 2 birria tacos and some sides. And I think 15 Canadian for 2 tacos and some sides is probably the most reasonable I've seen in a long time. So that's the place I want to try. I don't remember what it's called. I just know where it is. But I'm going to go try that sometime soonish. Oh, come on. Why is everything tangled? Burrito tacos be taxing? Which is fine, right? Like, I don't mind spending on that. But that's like the most reasonable I've seen. But regular small tacos, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm with you there. Like, there's no way. I think the most egregious I've seen in taco prices has to be a place called The Ham. In fact, you know what? I'm just so curious. Sorry, brother, I know I'm taking a pause from this build right now to go look at taco prices, but where's my mouse? Let me tell you guys the price at one of the places here. I am so curious to tell you. The Ham Sushi and Tacos. Menu. Here you guys go. You guys want to see some taco prices? Here. Why isn't... Oh yeah, paste doesn't work like this. Here you go. This is a place in Toronto that does tacos. And it's a pretty popular place. Bulgogi Tacos. For three tacos is 21 Canadian dollars. For one taco is $8. This is like the norm, I would say, for what you would find tacos. I linked you guys in chat. So you guys can see some of the prices there. And they're like normal size. They're like not big. So yeah. 5 for $34. Yeah, 5 tacos for $34. Isn't that insane? Anyways, that's all I want to say. And I would not consider The Ham like a fancy restaurant by any sort of means. Pick a lane, buddy. What, sushi and tacos? To be fair, I had this place before the prices got hyped.
Everyone is having a great day. What are we building at the moment?
We're building the Dune65. Also, thank you, Just. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a better day. Also, I didn't thank you, Dawn, but have a great day, too. Miskin Food is fucking amazing, especially the mom and pop shops. Well, that's what I'm trying to explore now, too, like mom and pop shops. But believe it or not, even those are... I feel like they're about the same as what I just showed you guys, too. Got my Swiss keyboard in with some brass plate, needs help. Should I do Nixies, SSWs, or KTT switches? Swiss keyboard. Which one's the Swiss keyboard? Ooh, this PCB is really easy to solder. It's too expensive to go eat out. Yep. This is really nice to solder. It's just very nicely flowing. One that looks like cheese. Oh, I remember that one there. I would go with the KTT switches. I don't know how Nixies would sound in that, but I think the KTT switches would be fun. Again, little pointer when soldering. Just make sure everything's sitting flush. With enough soldering practice, too, you can tell which ones aren't sitting flush. I used to have lunch every day at work, but I recently started making spinach turkey wraps, saving money for keyboards. Hey, I love that for you, dude. How long have you had your AirPods? How's the battery? I would say I've had them since the new ones came out. Like, these are the new Pros, the Gen 2 ones, I believe. I don't know if there's a Gen 3 one, but I would say the battery can comfortably last me even after all that time and consistent daily use. Minimum 3.5 to 4 hours. I think they used to last me 5. But like I've had them on since about 10 o'clock this morning, and well, yeah, about 10:30ish, and they're at, let me tell you what battery life they're at. They're at 50%. Actually, maybe a little longer. Maybe I'm underdoing it. But yeah, they recharge super quick, which I think is more important. Like they can recharge in like 15-20 minutes. I watched my brother playing Minecraft, talked to my parents, and now I can make my favorite Handsome Man keyboard. Hey, Zany! What's up, dude? Glad to see you here, my friend. Hey, Alex, I have a Tomo 75 PCB that needs to be mil-maxed. I remember you were coming up with a guide. So I did the solder guide. The mil-max guide I haven't finished yet. It would follow the same rules as the soldering guide that I did. It's a written article. But if you want some quick little pointers that'll, you know, sum up everything the article will be, is just less is more. And to seat the mil-max sockets first, tape them down so they don't move with some masking tape or painter's tape. And then put a very, very small amount of solder. What you're going to be doing is you're really heating up the socket, and you're pushing the solder into the socket slash little kind of corner of the soldering iron. A smaller gauge of wire is better for this, so a smaller gauge of solder. However, you can still do it with like, what is this, 0.8? Yeah, you can still do it with 0.8. I think 0.6 would probably be more comfortable. But I hope that kind of helps. I haven't done a full-length guide on mil-maxing yet. Although there's some really great guides already on that. That's why I haven't been super hard-pressed to do that one there. Just take your time is all. I wear my Jabra earbuds all day. They last like 8 hours in one charge. Wireless earbuds are kind of a high-key, really nice. Definitely changed the game for me a little bit. I actually have adapters for my Campfire REMs that make them wireless too. I just don't use it that much. That was a really good purchase. Sometimes I do like the sound signature of the Campfires more than I like anything else, and I want to bring them around with me. I'll just use those. Getting there. We're getting there. Well, I think a lot of people can probably relate to this. So is there a reason why you prefer IEMs over something like headphones? Dude, let me tell you, the headphone dent is real. Another thing that started to just get on my nerves is my hair would have that headphone dent too. And sometimes, like, you're at work, or I don't know, you're just playing a game during the day, if it's a weekend, you have headphones on, and then boom, you get a fucking headphone dent. And you're like, well, now I gotta go out, but my hair looks stupid. And then you gotta redo your hair. So it's just, like, not worth it for me, and I get the same kind of, I don't know, I like IEMs for that reason. 3305-1s, yes, they are super easy to solder versus the -0s. -1s are my go-to. I find IEMs to be more comfortable. Don't much like things on my head. I mean, I'm with you on that, dude. Ugh. Having all that pressure on the top of my head, too, really just, like, not makes me feel good after a few hours. IEMs, though, bad for one thing. If you don't clean your ears, it kind of makes your ears kind of hot. not great for earwax and stuff like that. So just make sure you're cleaning your ears very well. You know? Ew, yes. Yeah, it's something people don't really talk about, but you do have to make sure you clean your ears. Very, very important. Always thought IEMs looked really interesting. Maybe I should give them a try over headphones. So my girlfriend's completely switched over to IEMs as well. First of all, it helps because she doesn't have to put like headphones on her hair and stuff like that. And second of all, she said the sound signature is just as good. It feels just as open in some cases too. Will Novel Keys have a Labor Day sale soon? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys some inside info, but I didn't tell you guys this, okay? Don't tell anybody. Pay attention to tomorrow at around 10 a.m. All right, get prepared for it. There's gonna be some deals, but I didn't tell you guys this. Get prepared. And then it's all sold out and it's Alex's fault. What do you mean? I didn't say anything. What do you mean? Is Novel Keys getting black snail beige modifiers? I don't know. I'd have to ask Mike. I don't know if we're getting any of those. Didn't we have those and they sold out? I bought a $100 gift card for $80 on NK. Really want a sale on the Salvation. Okay, I will tell you guys, I honestly don't know what's going to be tomorrow. I have to relook at everything, but there's going to be something. Or will there? Alex AirPod Max collab. Ooh, orange AirPods would be sick. My speaker turned off the second before you said anything. I just bought the Rupert House Jane, so no spending on keywords for like a year. I feel you, dude. Life is expensive these days. I feel you. Alright. I just bought 3305 zeros. You can still do those, just kill, but they're, in my opinion, more difficult to solder than dash ones. I have dash zeros that I use for some people, especially like people who are really critical about the length of the sockets. I'm not trying to scare you away from using them, but I will say if you're kind of like a novice to soldering, you gotta go slow. That's it. You gotta go real slow with those because they are short.
After nearly 9 months on clearance, Cherry, McDonald's, Ember is finally sold out. Alexoto Megalal.
McDonald's? I wouldn't consider it McDonald's. Is it considered McDonald's? Let's put our feet on first. Thank you, Don. Hope you're having a good day today, buddy. Hope you're having the best of days. One sec, guys. Are you gonna do another keyboard after this? I don't know. You guys like these morning streams, by the way? This is super early. I've never done a stream starting at like 11 a.m. in the morning. More, please. A little too damn early. Getting so much work done. I love that for you, dude. Love them. You know what? I want to have Mike on one day. Mr. Mike from Novel Keys. I think it'd be fun to talk to him first thing in the morning while building a keyboard too. Actually, these feet, I know they're adhesive, but they're quite quite nice. They fit into this perfectly, which is really good to see. One smidge of, yeah, like this sharp corner I wish was rounded off a bit more, but it looks on both sides of the corners here, there's like this small little like indent thing. I just think that needs to be a smidge cleaned up. I'm hoping when it gets rounded off, it'll look better that way too. Beautiful looking board though, Jesus. All right, now I'm assuming, Feather, I don't know if, I didn't actually see this anywhere. Are these force brakes? I would assume so, right? I didn't see that anywhere on the, it is, okay. Let's open this thing up. This needs a little sandworm badge on it. I'm kind of vibing with like, it's subtle enough that I understand it's based off of like dunes in a sand area, but I think this is really pretty. It's a good looking board. What bits do I need for this? Is this hex or torx? I cannot tell. Have you ever had clearly Canadian sparkling water? Like a brand called that? We've optimized. What's up, Kenny? How you doing, man? Yeah, I saw that you guys optimized it. That's why I said, I know they said they're going to clean it up. We talked about it a little earlier. I read the notes that Feather sent over. By the way, Kenny, I don't know if the other designers here as well. Beautiful looking keyboard. It does look absolutely gorgeous. I think a lot of people have been eyeing the Dune for... I mean, you guys have had the IC for a while, right? Because I feel like I've looked at this IC a long time ago. Or I've known of the Dune for a while ago. This is interesting to me as well. The ribbon cable just goes through this little slot here. So I guess we also have to take off these pieces. I appreciate the same bit being used here. Can you sneak in a sand thumper in one of the ridges? Oh, that'd be cute. Would force brake do anything? Potentially. I mean, the metals can still contact each other, creating some sort of like echo. Big brass, big mass. Oh, there's different screw lengths here. So the two short ones go on the bottom. Okay, I think. Oh no, the two short ones go in the center. Take this guy off carefully. The finish of everything is fantastic. Like even the insides here. Oh, I see what they mean by this part's sharp. Okay, so this is something they're going to work on. It was in the notes. I'll kind of show you guys up close here just so you guys are kind of aware as well. The really sharp edges here. You guys see how sharp that is? And here are going to be rounded off, which makes sense. This is very sharp. It's not like it's going to cut me or anything, but that is very, very sharp. And I feel like it doesn't really work with the rest of the build. Like the rest of the build has some chamfers everywhere. How does this board taste? Probably good, I would assume. Let's move some stuff out of the way here. What switches do we have? We are using W1 switches. They're W1 diamond switches. So let's flip this over. How does this look? So I guess what we're doing here... Oh, the alignments are cool here too. Let's get the daughter board out. Yeah, we, the sharp edges will be optimized. Yeah, we've already mentioned that, Jing. We've already mentioned that it will be optimized. And I said, I'm kind of saying I understand why they're going to be optimized. How does it smell? Like a keyboard, I would assume. Let's take out these. I'm assuming these are just what, extras? One extra here. Let's take out, I don't think I need both, but we'll just take out one for now. Proprietary daughter board is a, yeah, I was about to mention that too, but it does look like they had to go with something proprietary here. I know I criticize proprietary stuff less and less these days because, you know, it does seem like everyone kind of has something they're trying to do with what their daughter boards and whatnot. I would still prefer if this had some sort of universal at the end of the day. It just makes more sense for the consumer in the long run. I know I've been a little bit more lax again on mentioning these things, but it does make sense to have a non-proprietary one in most cases. I think the other thing that we've been kind of driving home to is once the group buy's done, it'd be awesome if things like daughter boards, PCBs, and plates, those three things in particular, go open source. I don't know if that's the plan in this particular case, but those are always wonderful things to have when you're doing keyboard stuff. So interesting, the ribbon cable goes through this little slot, this notch on the PCB, and then you would do it like this. And it's held in with 2 screws. I thought we did have a date for this. It was going to be late August, early September. I don't know. Okay, specific date? I don't know. Specifics? Unsure of, my friends. Yeah, that is the one negative thing about not going universal, is if something goes bad, then you're kind of shit out of luck. But I would assume that most designers, they're starting to get this now for important parts, once the group buy is done and there's no longer a willingness to run these things, that you kind of open source things. Let's see, how easy is this to align right now? Oh, just kind of slots into place. All right, that's nice. I can, you know what, one thing that's been a common trend lately? I've been noticing more and more that there's like always these small little build issues. It's nice to see that. I sort of feel like the designers maybe put this together once or twice and was like, oh yeah, we should make alignment tabs. Oh yeah, we should do this. We haven't fully built it yet, so maybe we're gonna miss a piece here, but geez, lately, I really feel like projects have been sort of rushy, and little things get missed. Because this is by no means difficult. We don't have a date yet, right? I didn't see one. I don't know if Feather or one of the designers can give us an exact date. Yeah, the small screws go in the middle for this. Cool, so that just lines up like that. Now, for these. What is the expectation here? Does it go on both the top and the bottom? Excusez-moi as I kind of figure this out, because I'm not sure where all these go. I'm guessing they go where it looks like things align, maybe? I would assume you don't even need to add all these, right? There's a slot. There's slots for these? They're affixed in the upper cover. Oh, so they go on the top. Oh, I see. Okay, so do they go here and here and here and here type deal and there? All right, I think I see how to do this. I get it. I understand. So these are going to be like force break things. If anyone's wondering what the heck we're doing. Ooh, my shaky hands are not liking me today. But we will get everything aligned perfectly, as we always try to do. I've been thinking about starting a keyboard club at my university. Oh, dude, 100% do it. I'm not squishing the screws, am I? Do you think vendors would ever be willing to send us samples? I mean, yeah, if it's large enough and they can see a reason why to send you guys samples, then absolutely. That is such a cool idea, though. I 100% support that. Yeah, I would have loved to have something like that. Mind you, I didn't go to university or anything, but that would have been really cool still. Okay, there's something satisfying about putting these things on, but I can also see this being a bit more tedious for people that aren't into tedious things. I'm unsure if these are like completely necessary at the end of the day. I would assume you can probably still build this and not need to put these on, but I'm gonna put them on just because they came with it. And I do like myself a force broke keyboard if it needs it. And I would assume that if they made these with force breaking in mind, then it might need it. Oh, that might be a different length for this one. So I think this goes on this side. I have so many errands to run, but not enough time. If I could help you, my friend, I would. But unfortunately, I cannot right now. Oh, you know what? They kind of have this in order and how you're supposed to do it. I see what they did here. Hold on one sec. These all line up in the order in which you're supposed to put them in. That makes sense. I didn't even realize. That's... I mean, it would have been nice to know ahead of time, but I get it. That's neat. Yeah, cool little idea there. That's a neat detail. Yeah, handy for people who maybe don't have... I mean, I would still always urge and love people to create instructions for their projects. But definitely a neat little detail that I almost missed. You're a neat detail? Got some new camera batteries, I'm so excited. Did the old ones not work or something? What happened to the old ones? Dude, I am like on point. Even though my hands are hella shaky today, I am on point with laying down these stickers. Ooh, my hands are real bad today. I think it's the coffee, maybe. I mean, I don't exactly know if these should come pre-installed. The reason why I say I don't know is because what if someone doesn't want them installed? Then it's more of a pain in the ass to take them off. So I like the option of putting them on. So these are force break stickers, if anyone's wondering what they are. They're meant to kind of really separate the top and the bottom case, or in this case, what's considered the mid-piece rather. It's to prevent any sort of weird resonating or vibrations or just weird sounds that come from two pieces of metal being so close. They're not always necessary. No, these are just force break stickers. They're too thin to be gaskets. Yeah, too thin to be gaskets, unfortunately. Not super tedious, though. Like this, I mean, it is tedious, rather, but it wasn't super difficult, I should say. Sometimes with stickers, they put them in really awkward spots, but I think I did a pretty good job installing these. So, I guess the first one I want to try, because this is aluminum, and normally, my own preferences tell me that I normally don't like aluminum top mount. So, I want to try the gasket mount first. Looks like these go either way. So it looks like we have 4 gaskets installed in the top, and then we're going to be installing 4 on the bottom. Okay, now let's put this one gasket away, and actually let's put our screws in the same area too. Put these to this side, put this to this side, put this back. Actually, we'll need that in a second to close this up. So this is a hidden screw design. We'll see if it kind of becomes easy to install. I don't love hidden screw designs, by the way. This is, again, a personal preference. Hidden screw designs are a little bit annoying because when you want to get back into the keyboard, you have to take off some keycaps. So it makes that aspect of the keyboard a little bit of a nuisance. And we're just gonna lay this inside here. This fits nicely, not a lot of wiggling going on, which is good to see. Also been a problem I've been seeing in keyboards these days. All right, now let's put our top piece back on here. Wrong way. Top piece back on here. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so this kind of avoids some of that problem with hidden screw designs. This is going right past the switches, so it doesn't need you to damage your switches or install things later. Beautiful, perfect. My one gripe a lot of the times with keyboards that use hidden screws is you kind of have to go in and mutilate your switches. Let's screw these down now. I wonder if the silicone should be replaced with Poron. Yeah, I think Poron does sound a smidge better than some of the silicone stuff. They're W1 diamond switches. In particular, white diamond switches with yellow stems. There's no difference between the colors, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm curious what we're gonna see with this keyboard. God, the front height I can already tell is so comfy for me. Hidden screws must be away from the case wall and hidden underneath caps. Now, what set do I use with this? Is the question. What set? Fuck, Sloth would look good. Do we take Sloth off of the Ori though? Does Sloth finally get taken off? I'm really down to use Chladni, by the way. I think Chladni would look super good on this. So if you guys want Chladni, like, I am all for that. We could also just use a beige set as well. I think I have a beige set. I don't know if the keycaps are inside of it though. Let me see. I have Retro Azuya. So nice. Nike fan, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, dude. Let me see. Where did I put that beige set last? Is the question. It is a question I don't know the answer to. Like, I used it pretty recently. I'm down for Retro Azuya. What happened? Turned around after I sent it? What'd you send, Lost? Oh, Kikobo. Alhambra? I don't have that. I don't have that one there, I don't think. Hold on, where did I put my Retro Azuya set? Oh, it's on this board. There. I'm actually down to use Retro Azuya. Do you guys want to use Retro Azuya? I think that might be one of the best fits for this board. I'm really proud of you guys. No one suggested Greg. Real proud, guys. It makes me very happy inside. Let's put some stuff away and let's start building this out with this. One moment, all. You jinxed it. You can't type it? Oh, did Insty ban it? Good for Insty. Those sexy shirts I ordered from You are coming in today? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I hope you end up really liking them. I love them. Honestly, like, you know, I was expecting good things, but then when I got them in and I actually tried them, I'm like, damn, I am blown away by like how much I like the comfort colors stuff. And they look good too, which is awesome. This looks good as fuck. Yeah, I think this is the right keycap set today. I think we made a good choice, everybody. Sexy shirts. I have some merch. I will be rotating some of it out, not all of it, for some different stuff soon. But I will let you guys know well in advance when that actually happens. Rotten hell is wild? What happened? Did someone say Greg can rot in hell or something? Rotten hell, Greg? God damn, dude. Watch your profanity? Yeah, watch your profanity. This is no swearing stream. Sheesh already? God damn. Family-friendly stream, guys. We do not swear here, especially me. I never swear. Rockin' heck? Rotten heck? No swearing? Effing weirdos. Dude, my brain is not working today. Help. Avo, we all have those days, dude. You know, I had one of those days recently, Avo, where I just had to tell myself I'm not interacting with people today because I am all over the place. And I got off my computer. I'm like, I am not talking to anyone. I'm not touching my phone because I couldn't even form sentences properly. I get that, bro. More than you know. I really think I put this switch in the wrong spot. So I might have to... Actually, did I? I have a feeling I did, guys. I actually have a really strong feeling I did. Let me see. Might have to go in and do that. Oh, maybe I didn't. I don't know, actually. Let's see. Is this 7U spacebar? Oh, wait, this is the 7U spacebar. Oh, did I put this in the wrong spot, too? Yeah. Okay, this is in the wrong spot. I'll have to quickly open this up right now and desolder one thing before we get too crazy with it. I'll do that now. We'll finish this up. Yeah, like I said, not for nothing. I do think maybe some labels for where everything goes would help. Wait, what is this for then? Why would you have a switch on this side? Oh, it's for... Did I put the stab in the wrong spot? I fucking did. It's okay, we'll switch it. So nice. Stab's in the wrong spot, yeah.
I summon Greg.
We will switch it. I will get it fixed up. Wait, who summoned Greg? Oh my god. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Now I gotta figure out where all the screws were. We will fix it. Should have mil-maxed it? No, it's just the stab's in the wrong spot, but I'll wiggle it out and put it in the right spot. We will get it fixed. No stress. Where is my screwdriver? Didn't I just have that? Where'd I put it? Oh. A lot of wiggling today? No, that was a me mistake. You know, I even said beforehand, I'm like, this is where everything goes. And I guess as I was struggling to put in that one piece of the stab, I put it in the wrong spot. That's okay. It's an easy fix. I might have to desolder one switch, but I've done stuff like this before where you just kind of have to wiggle it around. Damn, Insty really just did that. Blocking Greg. Another variation of this spelling. Crazy to me. Absolutely wild. If you have any idea about retrobrighting, if yes, does it make the plastic brittle? I know what it is. I do not know if it makes the plastic brittle. I don't know if anyone here has experience with that. But so does it make it brittle? I'm not sure. Can I ask for the switch? We're using W1 diamond switches. Let me quickly grab the desoldering iron because I'm just going to desolder a few switches here to help me lift up the plate, and then I'll just move over the stabs. Just a smidge. Where is my desoldering kit? I mean, I would assume it would make the plastic a bit brittle. Oh, it's right here. I would make that assumption, but I'm really not sure. According to Wikipedia, it does make it brittle. Yeah, because I mean, like you're altering it, right? So it makes sense. Like I get why. Although that is something, it is something I've been meaning to do. That's the IF75 we talked about, right, Alex? Yeah, I built it a little while ago. I'm going to be rebuilding it because they sent over a new top piece. I'm going to be doing the rebuild when we do the Void 65. But guys, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't know if that's going to change my opinion of the board much. I still think the board, even if these pieces fit together, is a bit of a ridiculous way to build it. So that's for the IF75. It just makes no sense. It's just a weird build for the board. Let this warm up. Okay, so I'm just gonna move over the stab. I apologize for putting it in the wrong spot, everybody. My own fault. Moss shirt or stone and orange? You know, believe it or not, I actually like the moss one more. My own personal opinion there. The moss one's more my thing. Thanks for the follows, guys. Let's see. I might have to desolder this one other row here, just to kind of lift the plate up a little bit. So I'm gonna have to remove a few other switches here. Glorce's gun? Not a big deal. We want to do this right. That is the key here. Get this done correctly. It's okay, it just means more time here, you know? Now we're at the dentist. It's a drill. If anyone's curious, this is a desoldering gun. Burr. What sound profile do I usually go for? I like brighter and clackier builds, but I do have a soft spot for like deeper toned keyboards for sure. Like I do think they can all sound very lovely. It just really depends. Like it really depends on like the board I'm trying to go for at the time. You know what I mean? Really depends. I don't have like a specific that I always try to go for. Oh yeah. You know, I might actually have to unsolder whole bunch here to get this lifted. Actually a really stiff plate. Fan for the fume? I do. Right now, no. Makes sense, every board has their sound signature. I can already tell this is going to be a really nice sound signature. Sometimes it is hard to go for like a specific sound signature as well. That can be a bit difficult. Yeah, we might actually have to desolder everything here. Oh well. More time here. Fumes actually increase your WPM. Not the biggest deal. I'm glad that we noticed it now, though, before I put the whole thing together and was like, what is going
Alex,
on?
love your content. Keep up the great work, man. The vibes
Thank
of
you,
your
guys.
streams are on point.
Oh, thank you, everybody. I seriously appreciate it. Mochi, seriously, man, thank you so much. The desoldering gun was like, what, $150 or something I paid? But it's gone up in price a lot these days.
With this treasure I summon, Egg.
Thank you, Don. Greg. Oh, let's actually grab our cleaner here and use this really quick. Oh no, I know what the problem is. Thank you guys for the link to that as well. The longer streams, the better chance I can dream of you? Damn, Feather! That is incredibly kind, my friend. W Riz? Damn. Feather really hitting me with that Riz right now. That's crazy. What in the skibbity? Oh my gosh. Did they not desolder nicely? Oh, it didn't really. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, let me give that another pass with the desoldering gun. I think that's where my desoldering gun started to jam a little bit. Alright, should be able to do it like this. I don't think I have to get everything uninstalled. Let's do it. Speaking of brain rot, have you guys heard of the Costco guys and the Rizzler? Oh my god. Yes, and also I don't know, let's keep the actual like TikTok brain rot out of here. You know what I mean? Let's keep that stuff well out of stream. Doom or boom? Oh my gosh. Let's just knock, guys. You going on a walk today, Alex? Probably. I want to get a little bit of exercise today for sure. I don't know what I'll do though. There we go. It's in place now. Let's check the actual alignment here before we go too crazy with putting this back together. Yeah, we already did the aluminum plate. Okay, perfect. Actually, let's check one more thing, just so I can have peace of mind. Wait, where's the bottom for this? Oh, the top one. I want to check if this is going to fit and where this fits. Because now I'm not sure it actually goes there. That's where it goes. Okay, so I did have that in the wrong spot anyways. Alright, so that actually goes on the inside. What's a good desolderer? Like, what's the best desoldering tool? I mean, I still think this is the best, but we all have different preferences. Ooh. Been working on labels for a seasoning and box design for batting grip company. It does sound like a fun day of design work. I'm still at the hot swap stage, lack of commitment, because I think that I'll be satisfied at one point with a particular switch. You gotta find it. It takes a little while to kind of get there, but once you find the switch that really hits and really works for you, it's a totally different ballgame. But you just gotta be patient as you look for it. Let's move this out of here. Kiwis, don't think I love anything more. I mean, have you guys all found your switch yet? Like the switch that works for you? I think I have for the most part, but I still love trying new things. I think that's going to be a hard part to give up. Nope, we haven't finished the Dune. I just put something in the wrong spot, so I desoldered it quick to move it. My own fault. Whoops. MX Blacks are goated. Dude, you can't go wrong with the standard, you know? The classic. You really can't go wrong, dude. I do as well sometimes. I'm surprised. Other times, not so much. Yeah, changing switches can also get pretty expensive, too. Like, ordering a whole bunch of new switches, like, every week. Oh, boy. You know one thing, actually? Someone mentioned walk before. Oh wait, Dawn says, man, I said I would stop buying boards, but that classic TKL, dude, it is pretty nice. Also, thank you guys all for buying shirts and stuff today, too. I want to say I really appreciate that, everybody. I've been using HMX on SWK. Dude, SWK is such a nice switch, but I don't know, maybe I haven't tried enough SWK stuff. SWK stuff, to me, sort of shares a very common sound signature no matter what switch I've used from them. I love it. It sounds good, but I've been finding it tough to differentiate some of the SWK stuff. HMX, I sort of feel the same way, though. So it's not like HMX gets a pass. It's just there's a lot of HMX, and I think I've found ones that work for me and some that don't. But SWK, for the most part, has been great across the board. I think it's just exclamation point merch. Although I don't know if the command works right now. It seems like the commands are busted or something. Are the commands broken? Yeah, Platey has it anyways. Thank you, Platey. I think it's just shop.alexotos or something. I think that's the new link. I think what Platey linked is like the old link. It should still work though. Zuian Sublegends. Oh no, this is a proto build we're doing today. Sent over by Mr. Frether. I don't know who will be building it next. Beat me to it. Thanks, guys. I mean, so far, minus my own error with this build, this has been rather easy to build. Maybe a smidge tedious with putting all those little stickers on the top, but genuinely pretty easy. Nice looking keyboard. Obviously, there's a few changes that the designers have already mentioned. I know we have to solder it still. I'm just going to do that here in a second. I'm going to put the keycaps on first so everything's kind of like balanced, so I'll take them off. Oh, okay. Thanks, Frether. We may take photos of this, and then depending on what's happening. If you guys don't know, September, I'll do this as we're soldering. September, I have a huge thing planned.
Thanks for all the great keyboard info. You've really helped guide my journey in the hobby.
Just killing it. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you, dude. Can we get Alex bobbleheads? Hey, dude, that'd be sick, actually. Just so you guys know, September, we're doing a huge giveaway thing. So this includes like prototypes I've gotten. This will probably be on it. Who knows? For the most part, every day of September, I'm looking to do something for a giveaway. What I'm doing it is instead of doing like giant one-day subathons, I've kind of already explained this to you. Instead of doing giant one-day subathons where, you know, it's like 1,000 subs and this is 20 keyboards, 30 keyboards, we're going to do more digestible daily sub goals. On top of that, it's also September for Twitch, which just means you get to sub for cheaper, which I think is going to be better in the long run.
Alexotos.
Oh my god, I would never, Dawn. Thank you so much for the bits, bro. I just think it's going to be more digestible, probably cheaper for people as well. But we'll do a huge thing for September. Listen, I'm going to be real with you guys. I've only organized a little bit so far. I'm going to be spending tomorrow, for the most part, organizing it all and just picking keyboards. But it's going to be a lot of like on the fly, like let's pick a keyboard to give away today. I'm not going to go like in order. I'm not going to have like a list for you guys because I think it's going to take away from some of the fun. I don't want like everyone to show up because everyone wants one keyboard on one day and then just like everyone's not doing anything. I'll actually put my whole entire month's schedule ahead of time. And then if there's sponsored days for giveaways, I'll let you guys know. It looks like there only might be one or two. But for everything else, it's going to be things that I have. It's not going to be mystery boards. I'll let you guys know like the day of. But I mean, that'll be pretty funny. But it'll be fun. I think everyone will still really enjoy it. And that's going to be my goal. I want to do, like I said, a lot of keyboard giveaways. This will probably be one of the final big giveaways for the year. And like I said, more digestible, a little bit easier for people as well to kind of get in on the fun. Anyways, that's all I hope. I hope everyone enjoys. For the most part, giveaways are going to be some personal things I've purchased with keyboards we've gotten as prototypes or just some stuff like from I've built for fun. Mostly everything, for the most part, will be built with stuff that I've purchased, like switches, you know, stabs, stuff like that. So it'll be fun. I think it'll be really cool. Alex, I'm about to get a Sonnet very likely today or tomorrow. I want to pair it with GMK Dracula. I do think the blue-gray top will be better than E-white. I would go with blue-gray. I think the E-white's going to be too contrasty with Dracula. Just a little too contrasty. Does that make sense? How refreshing seeing Alex stream after coming back from eating pudding at 1 a.m. Pudding does sound delish. Okay, we'll quickly resolder all these switches right now. Thanks for holding in there, guys. I know it's been a longer morning. That's a vibe for sure. Pudding. I haven't had pudding in a long time. I'm kind of dizzy. Oh, because the pudding. Do you think that gold Dawn accent would look great with Dracula? I don't think so. I think if you were going to go with an accent color for Dracula, I would still probably pick the multicolored accents. Or something more neutral than Dawn. Dawn's a little too warm for what Dracula is. Yeah, I don't think that would be a fun combo. Or, I mean, it might work. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass right now, but I don't know if that would work well. If that's okay to say out loud. Compliment for Blue? You know what always works well? Blue. Blue, I hope you're having the best of days today. I want to know that whatever combo you have, Blue, it's working for you, okay? No matter what you do, it's always working. Hope you're having the best of days, Blue. I missed out on getting the Dracula accents, and I'm so glad. I'm so sad that I did. Oh, no. I don't have them either, to be fair. I missed those two. How many times can a PCB be desoldered? I don't have exact stats on that. They're not indefinite products, but I think if you be careful enough, it's more than... I've done PCBs like 8 times and they're still intact. I don't think you would ever desolder a board 8 times. Got a question. If you can arrange 65% in HHKB like factor, what's your thoughts on it? HHKB in a 65 format. So that would mean like, sort of like what I see here without the keycaps, right? How would that work for this side? I'm assuming you would probably have to move the arrows up. Or, wait, how would that work for the arrow cluster? Unless you just take out the arrows and it's just one big like macro column? I think from a certain aspect, I'd be curious. But if I'm being real, Feather, at that point, I would just make HHKB with some macros. I don't think I would make a 65% and kind of ruin what's going on with that. But yeah, I think my real answer there, just put some macro keys on an HHKB and call it a day. Arrow will be still V... Oh, I don't know how I feel about that, Feather, if the arrows are still going to be there. No, I give you guys a compliment when you guys redeem that. I would never ask you guys for compliments. You guys already compliment me enough. I'm very grateful for that. There's an HHKB TKL? Huh? Since when? The A-Lean at HHKB? Really? Can you link that to me, Feather, right now? I'm so curious. I want to see it now. Oh, I forgot that this needed to put the keycaps back on. Or the things back on here. That's okay. I don't know if I'd do a 65 HHKB. I really don't think that would work too well. The wrinkles in my brain. I don't think it would work well at all. I just think it would be kind of messy looking. Where's my screwdriver kit now? Oh, literally right in front of my face. What in your eyes are the 5 Infinity Stones of GMK sets? What an interesting question, dude. Obviously not Greg. First of all. Second of all, if I had to pick the 5 Infinity Stones of GMK sets. Okay, I'm going to speak not from my perspective of what I like, but what I've seen hyped over the years. I would pick number 1. Is there 6 Infinity Stones? I don't know. I don't remember. I thought there was 5. 1 for each finger. No, I don't remember. Is there 6? Okay, anyways. Number 1, I would probably pick Darling, because Darling had a lot of hype, and it is like one of those Infinity Stones. 6? Okay. The second I would pick would be Olivia. GMK Olivia, tons of hype. You know, it's one of those sets that everyone has. Obviously, stone number 3 would be Wob. Don't talk to me. Don't come at me. It's going to be Wob. That's number 3. Number 4 for Infinity Stones, Miklon. 110%. That deserves to be its Infinity Stone. That defied a lot of like the more common group buys these days where they just don't do super well, and it did well. What am I at? 4? So number 5 now, right? Number 5. No, I feel like these are... Can we agree that... No, I don't think Cafe. Mizu would be number 5, dude. Blue, I'm with you on that, dude. Mizu is one of those like fan favorite sets as well. Definitely. And then number 6, yeah, 7, 8, 9. I agree with that. Handerbait. I agree with that. I think that's the 6 Infinity Stone. You may not agree with this list, but it is accurate, bro. All right. Striker, listen. Striker's great, but I kind of feel like Mizu has a one-up on Striker just because Mizu's more like I don't know how to word this. Mizu's just more, people want Mizu more. Moto should be up there. Fuck, I don't know, guys. Now I'm starting to feel bad for my list. Now I'm starting to feel extra bad, dude. Do we not like my list? Let's make it 12? Nah, Rainy Day. I don't know if Rainy Day got super hyped. I don't know if that should be there. What happened to the arrow keys are right here. I forgot there's still some more on this. Analog Dreams? I don't know if Analog Dreams should be there either. This is the wrong profile for this. Put delete. I think Olivia makes more sense than Olive. I think that's super fair to kind of say because for the most part, Olivia, I believe, did better than Olive. And I feel like more people kind of look at Olivia and be like, yeah, that's like the set that everyone knows Olivia by. So coming from like that kind of standpoint, I think it just makes more sense. Oh gosh. All right. Dunskies. What do you guys think? How does this board look right now? WinKeel is better, but still good. I like the WinKey version of this. 65 WinKeyless is hit and miss with me. Oof. This has a really nice weight to it. So now that it's fully built, it was what, 4.6 pounds before? Let's see what it is now. Is there a bigger gap from top to bottom? No, I don't think so. Maybe it was an optical illusion because it was sitting on an angle. 5.2 pounds. Well, 5 pounds, 2 ounces rather. Fully built. Use real units. I'm glad you said that. I don't know how to use this sometimes. I keep forgetting. My other scale that I have is the opposite. 2.3 kilos. 2.34 kilos. The kg, baby. It's that big brass mid piece here. Ooh, this is looking pretty nice. Really low front height. Look at this side profile. Take that in, dude. Okay, doesn't want to focus. Take that in, dude. Pretty nice. I love the way that they kind of separated the three pieces here. You know, it has like that bottom aluminum that's kind of just on its own. Even the back looks great. I will say maybe my only small criticism of this, the USB-C connector, I know it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I've seen cleaner USB-C areas. This has a rather large gap around it. Not the end of the world, but if I want to just look at something and be kind of critical and be like, yeah, okay, maybe this would have been nice to be cleaned up. I've definitely seen like more well-slotted daughter boards. And because you're using a daughter board, you technically have the chance to clean up this kind of gap around the edges here. Again, not the biggest deal in the world. It's something you're never going to see, and I can understand why some people do it, but not with a daughter board. Not when it's screwed down. All right, let's plug this guy in. And I guess let's listen to it, shall we? So these are W1 diamond switches, the white diamond ones with the yellow stems. This is an aluminum plate, and this is with the gasket configuration. All right, no foam, no nothing like that. We used all of the available force breaking tape as well. Interesting. We're doing a little HJ test right now. Pingy, okay there, buddy. Oh, this does sound nice. This is an aluminum plate. Ooh, this would actually be, because I know this is available, but the half plate would be super nice on this. Here's the mods. No, this is not quiet at all. This big giant brass midsection here that it's kind of resting on is really doing work right now. It sounds incredibly full. Thank you, Sean. So nice. You know, if you didn't tell me this was on aluminum, it almost feels like it's on like a very soft polycarbonate. There's some softness to the way this types because of the gasketing system. Oop. This sounds really good. Maybe I need to tune the spacebar just a smidge more, which we'll do right now. No, this sounds really good. Maybe the weakest part for me is like... No, the mods sound good too. I was about to say maybe the backspace was a bit weak for me, but I'm here for that backspace. I think the backspace sounds really good for this. Oh. Let's see, where did I put my plate? This is the sand color. The sand color might just be a reflection from mine, but I would say it looks pretty muted. Like it's a very muted kind of gold. Oh, this looks great with this particular. The enter key's the weakest. Let me retune some of these and then we'll come back to see which one's weak. Goodbye, keycap. Let me retune some of these mods here. Where is this link, please? Feather, do you have a link to the website again? Dude, might work for me? I'm sorry, dude. It's not available yet, though. I don't know if there's a hard date on when this comes out. Moldy? Sorry, Rude. You're all good, bro. I appreciate you apologizing, though. Are vendors finalized? The only ones I know off the top of my head are going to be Key Spenceri for US, I believe, and then for, I guess more for overseas, it's going to be KBD fans. I don't know if there's other vendors. Is there a Canadian vendor? Further? Do you have a vendor list for other regions? Just a smidge of extra lube everywhere, not a crap ton. Whew. It's not out yet, guys. In case you guys are wondering, the board hasn't actually officially launched yet. Does that sound better? Ooh, okay, the spacebar, yeah, the spacebar even sounds good. Better than before. Oh, this sounds great. Dude, $350 for this amount of brass that you're getting with a 3-piece design technically. I'm not going to try the top mount. I already know I'm not going to like it because I don't typically like top mount aluminum. Oh, this is popping, dude. This is actually like a pretty ideal sound signature for me. I'm not going to lie. Some scratchy cherry switches on this scooped would be super hot as well. There's silicone, which I'm a little bit surprised by, because typically silicone, when you don't do it right, sometimes you get like a thuddy sound, but this is like a nice clack. These are long poles, yes. They're the W1 switches from eBay Tech. Same switch as everything else. They're like a bean gasket type thing. But this one's like really satisfying. Yeah, this is... There's some good notes here, you know? Just in case you're interested, here are the DC link from the Discord link. Oh, thank you, Frether. I really appreciate you linking that. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, Panda. It does not sound like silicone. Because silicone sounds different, right? It sounds like a foam strip you've lied. Maybe it's all that particular force break that they've added on the top to the bottom case too. I'm also telling you, these switches hit different. I put them in the Kaze, like another variant of these switches, and these sounded really good. Low front height too, you know, if we want to talk about that. There's not a lot of objectively wrong things with this board. There's some subjective things. Like I personally would love to see the USB-C tightened up a little bit, you know, just the machining around it. They've already mentioned they're going to remove some of the sharp points of the keyboard, so I'm not going to really harp on that. The build of this is fine. I would like to maybe see a proprietary daughter board in the future. If anything, you know, like the one thing I will say is just create files publicly once this is done running. The switches I'm using are called W1 diamond switches. White diamonds. They're from Keybay Tech. They look like this. Do I have them still? Right here. They look like that. They're just like white housings. They have like that diamond top to them. Bit of a unique shape to them. Tolerances on these are very, very, very good. They have a bit of a unique stem shape as well. Alright, well, very happy with the way this turned out. This turned out great. According to QWERTY Pop, these are full travel? There's no way these are full travel. Let me double check. Let me double check this. W1 diamond switches. They're 3.6 mil. They're long pull. These do not feel like regular travel switches. They're not a full 4. I would trust Keybay Tech on this one here. You can kind of hear their long pull too. These are W1 diamond switches. I mean, I got them from Keybay Tech, so like I'm gonna just go by what Keybay Tech says. Maybe there's different ones from different vendors. Damn. Whew. This one hits. This one, they did a good job with this. Like the ones from the fancy, yeah, these are the fancy topped switches too, Bree. How you doing, Bree? Yeah, they did a good job with this board. I think the two designers of this board should be very proud. Very, very, very proud of this board. Turned out great. Small little things, but overall very, very good. Theming around this board's cool. The side profile is really sick. This one turned out sweet. Took my first keyboard photos, but it didn't turn out the way I expected. Got any tips on composition? Start with minimal composition. I find with keyboards, because they're larger, putting them on like a desk and then, you know, I do this too sometimes, but like, you know, like when you do composition of stuff and then you got, for example, the keyboard here, and then you got like, I don't know, you know, people take photos and they're just like random thing, random unrelated thing, random unrelated thing, take picture. I find that doesn't really sell the photo, and then you end up worrying about how the random crap gets composed. I would start with figuring out a theme for your photo if you do want to compose it with random doodads. And then I would also potentially do minimal shots where it's just focusing on how to take the best keyboard photo possible, like lighting wise, stuff like that. The more stuff you add, the more stuff you got to worry about composing, and then you got to worry about lighting for that stuff, and sometimes you just add too much stuff. So I use a 90mm medium format camera. I don't remember what this equates to for crop sensor or full frame. I do not remember what this equates to. I think it's about 110. I think it equates to that. But I don't remember. By the way, your photos of the board yesterday, GMK Rewind, on the Mode 65 looked damn good. Thank you. I got some VHSs out to kind of theme it out a little bit, you know. Quick camera flash, just a smidge. The lighting for me is definitely limited in my room. I have a small flash that I use here. I will show you guys what I use for photos. I bounce this against the wall. This is all I use for photos. So this just gets, you can kind of see, I'll just quickly trigger it now to show you guys. You just put this against the wall and there'll be a flash right here, guys, so just, does it want to work? That's all I do. Bounce that against the wall and it illuminates the entire room. Where the heck do you find VHSs? 33, I got a few. I got a few. Have you tried live streaming with your Hasselblad? This doesn't do video, so I don't think you can. But yeah, this is all I do. It's just this guy. You don't need crazy lighting, despite what people may say. And then I have an old piece of foam that came in a box for something that I use as a bounce. Ain't no way I'm gonna spend 50 bucks on a white piece of cardboard for bouncing things. Ain't no way, dude. Alright, that's pretty much the stream. We did the classic TKL. I want to lube these, but I feel like this stream's gonna become 6 hours today. These I'm probably gonna lube on my own. We'll probably use these in a board tomorrow. Because I really want to finish my gaming keyboard. So expect a little bit of Dane Keeb's Red Velvet switch action tomorrow. Make sure walls are sturdy enough before bouncing lights off them. Oh my god. That got me concerned for a second. I'm like, did I do something wrong? But that is pretty funny that you said that. I'll give you that unknown. I think both of these turned out fantastic. I think I learned that I might like the polycarbonate plate better in this particular board. But this board turned out phenomenal. Classic TKL still a great board. Dune65 a great board. We did 2 really fun things today. Talked a lot too. Man, what a good morning stream, huh? What a good morning stream. So this is with the aluminum one. I do suggest going to watch the other stream we did for this too. But this is with the aluminum plate. It's a bit sharper and a bit deeper. I do think the polycarbonate had a bit more of that airiness and brightness that I typically like in keyboards personally. But hey, this could be exactly what you're looking for sound-wise. It's a very deep sound, like extremely. So, just realized that switch container, it's adorable. Yeah, they do little ice cream buckets. All right, guys. Love you guys. Let's go find someone to raid. I don't even know who's on at 2 o'clock on a Thursday here, but is it Thursday? It's Thursday. I loop silent switches, just makes them feel better. Like when I'm doing a silent switch, I want it to be super smooth. I don't want scratchiness in a silent switch. But I think we're all a little different. Raid time? Yes, sir. Yeah, no one's doing keyboard stuff. I don't really follow a lot of people on Twitch. Mainly because I don't really watch video game streams anymore. But, I guess let's just go raid Boom Razzle. Boom's a nice guy. We like Boom. Misspelled raid. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of your days. I hope everyone has a fantastic one. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing another stream anyways. Actually, what are we doing tomorrow? I think we're doing Dane's keyboard, right? The Frog Mini. Frog Mini tomorrow. And then also, it's probably going to be exactly what you guys saw today. I'm most likely going to do a double stream because I don't plan on building this board with the silent switches today. So if you guys want to tune in, I'm probably going to do 2 builds. Early stream. Tomorrow's going to be 7 p.m. Tomorrow I'm sticking to 7. No random early one tomorrow. So, I agree with most of your Affinity Stone list. Thank you, Pew Pew. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of your days. Enjoy Mr. Boom Razzle's stream. I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye everybody. Love you.